if anything, if we're doing a 15-minute segment on Tony Storm, we also got to put 15 minutes into Rhea Ripley.
Nah,
Low
we
key.
we do we do 25 Tony, 15 Rhea.
How about 25-20? I give. I think Rhea deserves more than just 15. Because honestly, if you think about it, she's only 23. She could dominate that division for the next 20 years.
Oh,
Same with Tony.
I was just talking about the Yamish, but that too.
Oh, I mean, hey,
All right,
it could all
so
be
we
bunched in one.
are live. First ever podcast on the channel. Soon to be
Hello.
more. Today we
What
got
it
my
is.
bros, Gustavo. Y'all know in the Bronx Barber 98.
Yurt.
Then we got a new guy, my bro Mar. All the links will be
Yep.
down below in the description as well. We are gonna have another member in the Discord as well to give us our thoughts and opinions on these past pay-per-views for WWE, NXT Takeover War Games 2019, and Survivor Series 2019. So, yeah, like overall, how would y'all feel about both shows as a whole?
Well, for me, like I was saying, both shows were pretty good. I was honestly super excited for Survivor Series and NXT Takeover War Games. Just mainly because of the fact that they finally added NXT. I feel like that was that one thing that was like way long overdue and gave Survivor Series that technical spark that it needed, because it feels like Survivor Series these last couple years have felt kind of like the same.
Yeah.
So, like for me, I think that addition of NXT was great, but like I always said, NXT always defeats the main roster, and not only did they do it with a whole pay-per-view, they did it with the brand supremacy.
I agree.
Yeah. Like I say for a fact, for sure, Takeover just knocks Survivor Series out of the water, no question. But are we really surprised about that at this point?
Hell
Answer,
no.
no. Obviously, we ain't surprised about that. And then on top of that, even the matches the few matches that WWE did like straight, like I thought Brock versus Ray I thought that was fire. Like
It
even
was.
like because they really gave me hope. Like I thought Ray was gonna pull it off. Tight Matt, I didn't think he should have won last night for the U.S. title, but that's a different story for a different day.
Yeah.
But like I like how they made us feel. Like I saw somebody there that says like they should do more sprints like that instead of like 30-minute like matches. Which to a degree I feel it. Like sometimes some matches be going on like forever. Because at takeovers you be like, dang, like I already know the first 10-15 minutes of this fight is just about to be like straight like, all right, just filling each other out, and then the last 20 minutes just crazy spot fest. It get me entertained though.
Yeah, the thing is, when it comes to that, the sprints feel better when it's like a quickly developed feud. I feel like the reason why NXT does so well is because the pay-per-views are once every couple of months. So it gives them more than enough time for the rivalry to like basically build up and create anticipation, so that when they finally fight, everybody's gonna know it's probably gonna be a 30-minute match, but that match about to be fire as hell.
Yep.
And I think WWE should take a page out of NXT book and do more title matches just on regular shows. Because when you do that, like the U.S. title match last night, granted, like ain't nobody really having an expectation that it was gonna change. Like now, when I saw McIntyre come out, I was like, hopefully my dog take it up. He didn't get it, but I still like that. Like all right, cool. We got an actual title match, and it's actual people that might beat this dude. Now with the people that got the title on, like obviously, at this point, I just come to the conclusion the Fiend is never gonna wrestle on an actual show. He just not. It's just always gonna be pay-per-view, and we know Brock Lesnar. That's not happening. So, at this point, they gotta build the other titles to be bigger than their championship titles.
True.
That's really what they gotta do. Because you're not going to see the actual champions for those shows like often. Like you're going to see Bray Wyatt like the Fiend every episode, but in terms of him actually competing, like you're not going to get that. It's just like, oh, he's here, he's doing another Firefly Funhouse or whatever, which is cool, but
I feel like that's what keeps up the specialty, or like the the what would
The
be
mystique.
mythicality, the mystique
Yeah.
of the Fiend itself.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I enjoyed the Daniel Bryan fight with him, which
Oh yeah, that was fun.
we'll
That
get
was
to.
cool.
We'll get to all that later. But I definitely think, just going back to the basis, NXT, that swerve they had at the beginning with the women's War Games match, which we'll probably start with, that was fucking chef's kiss delicious. Because like I feel like nobody expected it, but when you look at the last couple of weeks, it was totally expected.
Yeah.
NXT blew them out the damn water, and it's by a long shot.
Yep.
Yeah, it ain't close whatsoever.
All right, so we're
It'll
gonna
never
get
be
started
close.
with the match card. Before we get started, tweet out the stream. If you haven't already, shout out to everybody in the chat. When you tweet out the stream, make sure you put at xKingTmac instead of YouTube, so I can shout you out and retweet. So, start off the card. The pre-show did have Angel Garza versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. Didn't really watch the match. Don't really care. I heard the match was alright, but it was on the pre-show, so we don't care about that. But
the thing is, for me, I just want to just put one topic into the Isaiah Scott versus Garza match. For me, when I saw the tweet, they basically said we're opening up the night with that match. So I personally thought it was going to be on the main show. I didn't know it was going to be on the pre-show. By the time I tuned in, I thought like, oh shit, they're going to, open up the show with, this match, which although it seems kind of like just take two random people and put them in a match just so they can be pleased type of events, both of those men have so much potential when it comes to NXT and just wrestling period, that regardless of where you're gonna, been a good match.
Yeah, and one thing you go ahead.
Just to feel like Garza, I love his personality, basically his entire character, but I feel like it's kind of rare when you have somebody who's been or who has basically developed so quick, gotten universally accepted by the fans as quick as he did, while still being like a dickhead. Because let's be honest, Garza isn't a face. Rush.
Yeah, I remember that.
On NXT, and that, overplayed regardless, but
all right, I remember that.
But
the man of the hour.
But and then you have Isaiah Scott, who honestly I could see both of them holding either the NXT title or the North American title, or hell, I think that if Lio Rush is to ever lose the Cruiserweight title, it should be to Angel Garza.
I think they're gonna pull something with like this. Really could build up into a feud over the number one contendership for the Cruiserweight title.
Yeah, because something's gonna happen, because they're gonna play the whole Garza had his leg on the rope during the title match on NXT.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll say, I deserve a rematch because this was bullshit basically, and possibly at that point he'll actually win. But like I've mentioned to everybody so far with Garza, I feel like he will be the next like universally loved Spanish wrestler, like how Rey Mysterio is now.
Yep.
If Dominic, doesn't take his spot, but then also I feel like he could be everything that Alberto Del Rio was supposed to be, but have way more fucking talent.
That's true.
Great.
It could work out.
I like
way.
the Alberto Del Rio.
Because the thing was, Alberto Del Rio was a good wrestler, and he had a good finisher with the whole armbar, one thing that came out of nowhere, but stale after a while.
It really did.
Every week he would come out and call somebody a dog, and then would have Ricardo Rodriguez basically take the blame or the fault, or be the one that got his ass whooped when Alberto didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But you look at Garza, he has a charisma about him where it's like, if he's a true heel, you want to slap the shit out of him. But if you really love him, it's like you just want nothing but the best for him. And I think, as time goes on, because I think he's like only 25 or so, or younger than that, I think. He'll definitely build up to like a superstar status because he's already getting there on NXT and he's only been around for a couple months.
That's true. But yeah, the first match on the card was Team Rhea Ripley versus Team Shayna Baszler. Side note: before the match even happened, Mia Yim was on Team Rhea Ripley and kayfabe injury, so she stretchered out, and the replacement was Dakota Kai. So that happened at the beginning. Like I said, I have a thing with Mia Yim. I don't like her. I feel like she's trash. So like her getting replaced with Dakota Kai was kind of a plus because I don't think nobody really like took it serious with Mia Yim there.
I don't like
Yeah,
her
the
character.
thing with Mia Yim, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Her character, like that whole, as they changed it from head baddie or stuff, but honestly, it was the head bitch in charge from the beginning. It worked better on the indie scene, and nothing has really changed about her character. But now that she's on a more mainstream product, obviously you're gonna have more people that are gonna be criticizing of it. But everybody just feels like it's a fake character, like she's putting on.
Yeah,
Yes, her
Like
character
she's
is
trying
not
to
believable
act
at all.
ghetto-ish or however you would want to explain what she's doing.
Bro.
The one thing I did enjoy about Mia Yim was when she initially came out with the kendo stick
That was fun.
to attack everybody. And I don't know I don't know why it made me laugh, but when she came out and I just noticed she had a pair of Timbs on and she was just whacking motherfuckers with a kendo stick, I fucking lost it.
yeah.
Shorty was out there in the butters with a kendo stick.
Like, I don't know what it was, but it just made me lose it when I first saw it.
Now, if she wore butters every single match, I'd be lit. I'd be like,
I feel like she would have to get something custom made.
yeah,
Because
to look like
if you was to like really fully kick somebody in the face with that, I think you're breaking somebody's.
Yo, I pay money for that. I pay to see that.
I
Bro,
mean, hey,
but-
Xia Li did it to Aaliyah. So,
Oh,
and that was
Yeah, that was
Only
wild.
thing I'll say though is for a fact, like they gotta, if they planning on making Mia Yim like somebody for the future, it's gonna take a lot to make it believable that she could beat Shayna Baszler. Because, yeah, nah.
That
The thing
match
is,
with
okay.
Shayna was so garbage, bro.
Yeah. The thing is with Mia Yim, I feel like her character will work more if she was a heel than a face.
Yeah, more so.
Because it's like she's acting like a bitch, but then she also wants to be adored by the fans. It's like you can't fully be that head bitch in charge character and then still be a good person.
Exactly.
Damn, sure.
You would have to be something similar to like Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, she feels like she's the head bitch in charge and she don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about it. She proves herself every week on NXT and she feels like she's better than everyone. That makes it work. But when you're sitting there and you're like, well, I'm bad, but also, love me, it's not going to work.
Exactly. Team Rhea Ripley did win the match overall. We did get was it? Yeah, it's a heel turn, right? With
It was a surprising heel turn.
yeah,
But
surprising
if you
heel
look at
turn
everything,
with Dakota Kai. Who did she attack? I can't remember.
Tegan.
Yeah.
Tegan Knox. Like,
That's,
it was surprising,
her
but like
team
not that surprising.
Yeah, because when you go back to the beginning of this whole war game situation, which it feels like it's been longer than that, but it's only really been like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Um,
you can see it coming.
Dakota Kai was being overlooked from the beginning.
Yeah,
And to be honest with you, if I like, let's just say in a storyline aspect, if I was Dakota Kai, I would have pulled the same shit. Like y'all, like I've basically proven myself to you. Like you keep overlooking me, and now at the last minute you want me to help you? Nah. Like fuck y'all, I'm leaving.
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
it really made more sense that she attacked Tegan Knox though, because like Tegan Knox would be considered like the OD babyface. Like she's universally loved by fans to a point where it's like you really can't turn her heel because of how nice she is per se. So having her go as in as she did by basically like trying to break her leg and shit with the cage door,
That was wild.
you know, like I couldn't see Dakota Kai as a heel, but now with what happened, I'm very interested to see what happens.
We shall see.
Originally, I thought she was just gonna join Team Baszler, like on some nut stuff. Like when she came out during the ladder match to like try to help Mia Yim or whatever.
Yeah.
I really thought she was just gonna attack her and be like, "Yo, let's get this bag, bro." But then the Kaylee Ray when she came out, I was like, "Oh, okay."
Kaylee Ray was a surprising addition, but it also made a lot of sense. And I love Kaylee Ray, so
They needed to put NXT UK in there. That would have been disrespectful if they did.
yeah, I mean it's pretty much it's like brand supremacy. So
Yeah.
you really can't say you're gonna use NXT but to not use a whole ass other part of NXT in itself.
I think they should just move 205 Live officially to NXT.
Me and Bronx
that's the
was
thing.
just having that conversation like
Yeah,
yesterday.
we were having a whole ass conversation on it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it looks like the process is happening because of the fact that now the Cruiserweight title is known as the NXT Cruiserweight title.
Yeah.
But I had mentioned to T-Mac basically saying, you know, the Cruiserweight division in WWE has always been disrespected. And I feel like now it's been more disrespected than it's ever been.
It ain't been lit. It ain't been lit since Paul London and Brian Kendrick was in the tag team game in like they
05, 06, 07,
yeah. Jimmy Wayne Yang was out there. And
you had Matt Hardy as Cruiserweight champion and shit like that.
Wait, can we take a minute to appreciate Jimmy Wayne Yang as the Asian dude just like yo.
Hey, you know what's
it was
crazy?
hilarious.
You know what's crazy? They did a whole like Where Are They Now video on him. And he runs like a whole party bus business. And when you look at it, the character that he had on TV was just an over exaggerated version of who he actually is. He was an Asian guy raised in the South.
Yeah.
And that's basically him. Like there's a lot of people that went like underrated during that time.
That was a great time.
But I'm gonna say it once and I'll say it always. I miss the old Cruiserweight title design.
Yep.
I have a special love for that shit.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
sir.
one thing I want to mention with regards to something like one of you guys mentioned you said basically like if you want to make it believable that Mia Yim is gonna beat Shayna Baszler, I don't think Mia Yim is gonna be the one to beat Shayna Baszler. I think Rhea Ripley.
That's obvious. Yeah, I was just saying like if they looking to build her as somebody as a threat, that's never happened.
Have Shayna Baszler suffer that single loss, then you'll do the rematch, and then she's gone to the main roster. Which even then, you know, like how me and T-Mac were mentioning again in a whole personal conversation we had. If I was an NXT guy or girl, I would not want to go up to the main roster
At all.
because
Aleister Black can chill.
yeah, I mean everybody who actually fully watches NXT, they could tell you NXT beats both Raw and SmackDown by such a large margin that it's like
It's ridiculous at this point.
there's a reason why so many main roster guys wanted to go back down to NXT.
Yo,
Yep.
that Kevin Owens surprise, we'll get into that later. But
Yeah. There's a whole different situation on that I'll get there. But I think the match was pretty lit overall.
yo,
Um,
Io Shirai with the moves, bro.
Listen,
was
Io
hard.
Shirai is, I personally think she has one of the best entrances in all of WWE
That song is fire.
because when she come out and then you get all the like the effects and shit like that and how she moves like if she was like a female Shinsuke Nakamura and all that.
Right,
It's like I don't know. It's like there's something special about that shit.
Yeah,
Shinsuke
that shit
is so
fire.
full of shit.
Her heel turn was not necessarily surprising, but it showed off a side of her that she's never really shown before, and it's working so well because I think she's even more over with fans now than she was when she was a face.
So, out of 5 stars, what would you give the first ever women's war game match?
5.
I was gonna say around 4 or 5.
Yeah, I just gotta go 5. Like,
you could. That it would have to be 5 because at the same time, this is the only one that we've seen.
and it set the tone for like the whole pay per view.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it was
like
it is.
after seeing it, I was like, yo, how the dudes about to top this? Because this shit's hard.
Yeah. Now, one thing I do want to mention, I like the little implementation of the handcuffs, but let's be honest. Shut up. Let's be honest. Rhea Ripley's Riptide, or whatever the fuck she calls it, really ain't that much of a dangerous move. The reason why the spot was special was because she did it onto chairs, because that's literally like just like a pump handle slam.
Yeah. Some people got some really mid finishes, but nobody addresses the shit. They just be like,
it's
okay.
disguised in NXT because of like the overall match itself.
Yeah, like Nikki Cross this little swinging that, but like NXT, it might have been like now when y'all see on the main roster, come on.
And there's a whole bunch of people that have done it before, so it's like it's not something that we've never seen before.
Yo, they need to give Elias a knee finisher. Like he need to come back. I think he should go to NXT. I think he would have a good like have him in a North American title story.
Just give me a quick moment. Hold on.
Yeah.
So, like I said, Team Rhea Ripley won. Moving on to next match, we had Pete Dunne defeating Killian Dane and Damian Priest to earn the NXT Championship match at Survivor Series. Overall, how I felt about the match. The match was pretty solid. It was an enjoyable match. I feel like the right person won. You know, Damian Priest, he is fire. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't necessarily think he's not. Yeah, I don't.
He ain't championship material yet.
He is, but like right now at that current time, I think it was more so time to pull the trigger with Pete than Damian Priest. Because it's going to probably set up the rivalry between Pete Dunne and Damian Priest to continue to go on. I honestly thought Damian was going to cost Pete Dunne. We're going to talk about that later. But overall, I felt like the right person won that match. Like,
we just in case, did I miss anything between talking about this triple threat match and the other match?
Nah.
We got my guy.
Here.
Got my guy Robo in the chat. What's up?
What's it called? Going into the triple threat match. First off, I really noticed that Killian Dane has lost a good amount of weight. And
Still
yeah, he's of course a big ass motherfucker, but at the same time, that's like I guess a part of the shtick.
Yeah.
So it fits him, but at the same time, I really think it's benefit him because I feel like he's going on for longer during matches, and it's not affecting him as much as when he was like Insanity, where it was a whole tag team situation.
Sanity.
But Damian Priest is gonna be something super special for NXT. I saw him wrestle when he was still Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor, and I knew something was gonna go down because that motherfucker was doing suicide dives over the ring post and stuff like that. And it's weird to think that he's almost 40. And
God dang.
You know, all these dudes is old as hell. Like, how old? Adam Cole's only, like 30?
Who?
He's like the youngest out of all those guys. Because Finn Balor, he's like 37?
He's about to be 40 as well. And Shayna Baszler, she's 39.
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they're developmental. Technically.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, but let's be honest, right? Like, in all actuality, that whole developmental phrase has to go. like NXT, that ain't developmental anymore. That's
It's
I feel
main
like that
roster.
should be,
That's why
I'm
when
saying
people
as an
say
could before last month, technically this was a developmental brand, and all these guys are really kind of I'm at.
They kicked the
Yeah.
main roster ass. Let's just keep it.
Oh,
real.
they
They kicked
definitely.
the main roster ass.
Yeah, but now
But I
it's
think
been
there was
seen
no
on
other
a
way
large
that could go
scale.
down.
Yeah, if they let NXT lose every match on Survivor Series, oh my
I
God.
would have stopped watching.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
honestly.
only thing I would,
especially for Raw.
if it would have been like a tie between Raw could not win, that we know that, but
Yeah,
SmackDown
no.
I could see in Vince's mind saying that that's the brand that's on Fridays, that's on Fox, that's the main brand. We put Troy Aikman in that bitch, so we have to give it. You know what I mean? So I could see something as of like it was how many matches were on there?
For what? For
Survivor Series?
Yeah, the main card. What was it, 7?
I think it was 7 or 8 matches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say it's like 3-3.
Well, no,
and
it ended.
that
It
time.
ended
I could see them
4-2-1,
doing something like
so
that,
it was
and
7
they
matches.
kind of push it toward either brand. I'm cool with that. I'm glad it went the way it did, but
Yeah.
from a position standpoint, I could see if something it was a tie, or like it was SmackDown going like 3-3 or whatever, or 2-3, and then Raw had one, and whatever. I could see something like that, but
Yeah, the one thing was that we'll get to it later when it comes to Survivor Series, but I knew the men's match, like I felt like there was gonna be a whole bunch of turmoil between like the SmackDown team, because obviously you had the whole like 2 co-rulers per se, or one team captain and one that thinks he's the shit, and honestly WWE is fucking him over, but we'll get to that later.
I don't think you each should have lost the tag team match. We'll get to that.
No,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I just want to make this one comment. I am still pissed, and this is nothing against them, that they made New Day win the titles.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was very stupid.
Definitely.
It should have been the 3
I think
stages of NXT.
I think what it was, hey guys, yeah, I know Kofi lost, but look, we have the tag team titles back. I think that's what it was.
It could have been that, but at the same time, they should have paid attention to when they first announced that 3-way tag, the amount of reception that they got from it. Really excited because you had different stages of NXT facing each other. It made the most sense. Obviously, we knew that the War Raiders were gonna win. You can't necessarily put them down, but it would have been way better to see the Revival there instead of
Revival's on SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have won.
They should have kept the titles.
I just think in the goal, like I feel like they was trying to get Undisputed Era over as like this is that force, like NXT, this is that J. That's
you know what?
I wanted them to win. But Viking Raiders is still cool, like War Raiders,
But you know what? My thing is have y'all noticed that the Undisputed? Okay, remember? I don't remember what it was that were up there, and there was 4 of Undisputed. Right? Gargano. No, it was Ciampa, and I think it was Riddle and somebody else. Forgive me if I forgot. And it was 4 of them, but they fucking backed down. That shit like that doesn't make sense to me, because you have 4, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? You could have got a spot where one of them had a kendo stick or something.
Yeah.
So my thing is if you're gonna make Undisputed Era look great, you can't make them be every opportunity you get, you can't make them look like bitches and then still like the only thing is like my thing is that is all right. It'd be different if it was 4-on-4 and they backed down, but it was only 3 of them in the ring. Like something should have clicked and said, and Kyle O'Reilly or one of them niggas should have just jumped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do shit like that and be like, well, this is still Undisputed Era. You still want to push Undisputed Era as this, big tag team
stable
evolution,
force, yeah.
Call it. So something has to change in that. I don't like the way they've been booking Cole either. Sometimes, I do like the bit they did though with Ciampa, where he came back and Cole's clutching his title. I think shit like that is nice. It's good storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I feel like they try to put them as the best stable, which personally I still think, regardless, they're the best stable in all of WWE.
Oh, easy.
But Um, especially during that three-way tag, I didn't like how they were being treated like chumps. Like,
Yeah, that's
and
the only thing I
I
didn't
had
like.
made this comment with T-Mac earlier, like a couple days ago or yesterday.
And
If
they
it
ate the pin.
wasn't, if it wasn't for the fact that Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong and like Bobby Fish were in Undisputed Era, if they would have hit the main roster by themselves, they would have been so.
Oh, I don't
And
think they would have made. I honestly, genuinely don't think that Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish is kind of older, so they would have gave him shit. I genuinely feel like Kyle O'Reilly wouldn't even make TV like that. Like after a while, they wouldn't put them niggas on TV. But I mean, like you got to at this point because they're the Undisputed Era.
oh, now
Yeah.
Kyle
yeah,
O'Reilly
I
would
can
have been
understand where it's
24/7 champion.
You got the War Raiders, and they're huge ass dudes. And Kyle O'Reilly and Fish are those guys where they'll come in and kind of just like seize advantage. Same thing with Roderick Strong, right?
yeah, it's like
AJ
they'll
Styles hit
pick you
that
off.
finisher or whatever, and then he was about to pin him, and he threw him out, and Roderick Strong. That's something that makes sense, right? It's good storytelling, opportunistic, all that shit.
Yeah.
With I can understand what they're trying to do with the tag team as well, but it's kind of hard because it's like the Raiders are so they're just squashing everybody. It's like you can't squash them, but you don't know what the fuck to do because you gotta make them look strong too. And they put themselves in that hole every fucking time. They always put themselves in this hole where it's we got this guy, but we got this guy, and they always do that 50-50 booking shit. So
like in all honesty, like the War Raiders, that was their first like legit win.
Exactly.
yeah, really.
And on top of it, like I would have been okay with UE losing, but I don't think they should have ate that pin either.
Yeah, I think Big E should have ate the pin.
Yeah, Big E definitely should have ate that pin.
Because my
into
thing
the
is,
big
it
ass
doesn't
nigga
matter with
stuff,
New Day
but-
because they're already established, so you can give them the L.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like Randy Orton. Randy Orton can lose like 60 times. Niggas don't.
That
care.
nigga's
It's
still
Randy Orton. Yeah,
exactly. Nobody is gonna like look at it in a specific way, being that
yeah.
lost.
Now
And
Kofi, you can't
wins
do
and losses
Kofi
don't really
like
matter
that
in this
just yet.
company. So
Yeah, but you can't put
Yeah.
Kofi in that position yet. Kofi's not there. Like where if because like looking at how his career been, he started taking losses. You like, all right, so he going.
all right,
back.
Kofi's the
But
last
Big E,
person we need to start fucking eating pins.
yeah.
Exactly.
Like as soon as he start eating pins, like he just going back to where he used to be. Big E, he can take it. He should be a WWE champion at some point too.
He
but-
should have
what's
already
funny? I
been.
thought what
Yeah.
was gonna happen
Especially
was,
with his
I thought it was
singles
gonna
push.
be Big E was gonna turn on Kofi.
They couldn't do that because that money bag they get from New Day, that's too big. They ain't
Oh
never
yeah,
split.
yeah.
They not split.
But
New
I
Day.
mean, like, all right,
It makes sense,
I
but
thought
like,
of that, but like, all right, my thing is you at a certain point you could put the new bag back together. They did the same shit with DX. You could put this. Them niggas was out
And
for
they
what,
did it
3
with
years?
Evolution as well.
They did. It's not gonna be like the Shield because like they don't dominate like those teams did.
Well, the Shield is different because they had. It was my thing with the Shield is all three. Like we know, Xavier Woods will never win a WWE championship. We all know that.
He should at
We
least
knew
be
that
Intercontinental.
after 2015.
Yeah, I was
it
gonna
like,
say,
all right,
he's-
all
he's
these niggas are going to
perfect
win at one
mid-card.
point, and we all know that Roman is probably going to be the guy that wins the most, right?
Yeah.
But we knew that Dean has a chance to win. We knew Seth already won. So, my thing with that is, I mean, it really doesn't matter because you know what I mean. Like, Xavier was not going to win a title.
Yeah.
So
He should be
I mean,
Intercontinental.
he's kind of
champion,
out the equation. So it's just him and Kofi. So in my opinion, I feel like you could put them back together after you have a feud, and then whenever it ends, I don't know if you want to book that towards Mania or SummerSlam.
Probably.
And
I would say
then-
Mania.
And then after a while, you lead them together, or somebody you fake an injury or some shit, and then they come back together. And,
Do
what they did with the Hardys.
You could do that shit. You can make them come back. The Mania after, let's say you do this at a SummerSlam, and then they come back together as a tag team.
Yeah, do it like they did the
Yeah.
Hardy Boys, where like when the Hardy Boys coming back at WrestleMania is probably like one of the hardest WrestleMania. Oh
Yeah, it was Big Pop.
that was.
Oh,
like, one of
yeah,
the
that was-
craziest
that was-
pops.
That Pop.
That was one of those like, or Stone Cold pops.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that
like,
was
like magnitude, because the thing was that the rumors were swirling so much back at that point that the Hardys could possibly be coming back to WWE, and then they basically kill the rumor by showing that they're fighting legit the night before at Supercard what was it, Supercard of Honor or something like that,
Something
for Ring of for Ring of Honor, where they had the ladder match against the Young Bucks. Now, I remember watching that live, and although I don't necessarily fully care for that WrestleMania, I remember marking the hell out when that happened.
Oh yeah.
And
Alright.
if it's not for The Rock coming back, or for SmackDown on Fox, or the when Stone Cold did that whole thing on Raw at one point, it's kind of super rare where you're gonna get a type of pop that big.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think is the biggest pop in the history of the company?
Oof.
I genuinely think it's WrestleMania 17.
WrestleMania. Well, that's the. Oh, you said the greatest pop or just
Yeah. It's
Oh,
greatest
you
pop.
talking about 17 Hogan versus?
Rock?
That's 19.
That's 19. Oh, no, what was
No,
17?
that's Stone Cold
TLC.
chair.
Oh.
He's turning heel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that could possibly be, yeah.
Because
Well,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
arguably, that's one of the most important moments. So I feel like that was so important that it even has to be the biggest pop.
Well,
I don't think there could be a pop that big. The only one I can
you gotta think
remember
about
was
hometown coming home.
like
CM Punk is
was
just-
Punk winning
Yeah,
or
Punk.
Brock coming back.
And
I
then-
would say probably Punk winning.
Punk winning
Yeah.
was crazy in general. But
That pop
Yeah.
was huge.
Or like, did y'all watch when RVD came back? That pop he got in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
you
Money
talking
in
about
the
when
Bank.
did he come back?
Remember
What, like
Philly?
2014 or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember,
That pop
Philly
was-
is that not because of the fact that it's a hometown. It's just
Yeah.
because of that whole ECW situation.
But I'm saying
Exactly.
that pop was crazy too.
Yeah.
Or John Cena.
Oh,
coming
actually,
back at
RVD
Royal
winning.
Rumble.
You talking about RVD winning or you coming back?
Him just coming back.
No, coming back.
But I mean, if you want to count that as a WWE pop, him winning in 06 was
Yeah, that was crazy.
probably one of the
Oh
biggest
yeah,
pops.
that was Hammerstein Ballroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was one of the biggest pops. That shit was crazy.
John Cena at that Royal Rumble coming in.
Yeah, that
wait,
was
was
that
it
was a
better?
nice pop too.
2009 was it?
Yeah, I think so. 2009.
MSG, yeah, that
Yep.
was MSG.
Yep.
Then
Actually,
The Rock
when Jericho
being
came
announced
back,
as Wrestle. Oh, Jericho.
Oh
came back?
yeah,
both times,
Jericho
07
too.
and 2012.
Bro, every time Jericho come back, the pop is retarded.
Exactly.
I mean, I just feel like I don't know.
Jericho knows how to work the fuck out of the crowd, and it's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah,
All
how long
right,
y'all think
so,
before we go back onto NXT, real quick, before we go back to NXT,
Yeah.
how long do y'all think it's gonna be before they induct him into the Hall of Fame since he's in AEW?
Oh, it's gonna be years, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you like this: Vince McMahon is a fucking child.
That nigga
And
gonna
this is
that
why
nigga
I
knows
said-
how to hold a grudge.
No, this is the thing. When AEW was first announced, right? And Jericho made that appearance at the press conference saying that he's all in with All Elite Wrestling and stuff like that. Jericho didn't need to give nobody a fucking explanation. Jericho was already gone from the company for months before that shit happened.
But didn't he tell
really-
Vince also after a certain point, "Hey, I'm gonna do this"?
Yeah, because he already said he passed up mad money from Vince. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
but he wanted to tell Vince. He was like, "Hey,
Yeah, but I'm saying at the same time though, if
he ain't owe him nothing.
Jericho, well, I think he told him more Japan instead of AEW.
no." He told him about
AEW
New Japan, but I'm pretty sure he did explain to Vince something about AEW. I remember hearing an interview about this, but I know for a fact. But Vince was he was hesitant at first with the whole New Japan shit. and
Yeah.
then he kind of got on board with it. But I feel like Jericho's the only guy who could go do that.
Do you know what I think when the whole situation with Jericho is similar to what we had with Dean Ambrose T-Mac.
I was just about to segue to that because that shit was hilarious.
Jericho, that he probably thought that Jericho was gonna go over for a little bit and then come right back and everything will be la-di-da perfectly fine. But then once he saw AEW and then Jericho appear, man had to tuck his tail between his legs. And
Because he had to
Vince
do it
McMahon-
twice. Like, if
Dude.
y'all don't know, the plan was for Dean Ambrose to leave the company. He said he was going to do some things with New Japan. WWE was like, cool. They actually had planned for 2020 Royal Rumble for Dean Ambrose to come back and win. Before he announced that he was going over
They
to
were
AEW.
that confident in that motherfucker coming back.
Nigga said, "Fuck y'all."
Shouldn't have booked fucking whatchamacallit, fucking Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
But-
No, yeah, I
they
mean,
Jericho's
dropped the
one
ball
thing, but,
twice.
I mean, if I'm Vince, like I know Vince is whatever fucked in the head, but even Vince got to be like, I can understand deep. Like Jericho's one thing because Jericho's so loyal, and he was one of the main guys for a long. Like he's one of Vince's favorite guys.
For like 20
So like
some
I
years.
can see why that
Yeah.
fucking hurt me. Because it would hurt me too if I'm Vince.
That's
But
like
Dean,
that's like
man,
Undertaker.
like Dean got shitted on. Like
He
for a
did.
long time.
years.
Forget the whole fucking segment with Roman, the whole plant shit, and the
No, but you know what? That whole plant stuff, though, Dean Ambrose was kind of on board of it, and he made it work.
yeah, but I'm
It
talking
got
about
fucked
the
over
dialogue with all
because
that
the
shit.
final
It's
match.
not, it just makes everything look so fucking wacky.
No,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
it makes it look stupid. And like I said,
But Dean
to
makes it
T-Mac,
work.
that Ambrose Asylum situation could have been so much better, but they wanted to make it look like a fucking gimmick match.
Yeah.
And that's what pisses me off. When you have special one-off situations like this, like even going back to the 90s and doing that Lions Den match, where it was more of a like an MMA style wrestling match with Ken Shamrock. You make it like WWE really knows how to make a serious situation look fucking stupid.
I don't
Just-
know how to make anything. My thing, the craziest thing is I don't know how they have this fucking knack for making the coolest shit lame in a matter of weeks.
Yeah.
So, because you know
They
why?
can make anything look lame.
Because, and we could even use the current example with the whole situation that's happening with Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns. Okay, you wanted to
Fuck
do
that
the
shit. Look at fucking Chad Gable.
no, I know with the whole Shorty G, but I'm just saying, like
They
you
Ew.
got
started.
this nigga name with the Titantron. Isn't it like a G or something?
Yeah, it's a G because he
That's the
changed his
dumbest
name
shit
to
I've
Shorty
ever
G.
heard.
But what's it called? The thing is, like, I understand that first week, Baron Corbin and the way he's been as king, basically he's whining about everything and then finding stupid shit to talk about. So I understand if you wanted to change Roman's theme to be a whole fucking chihuahua bark 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 situation, but then the next week you had a mascot.
They had
And
I ain't
a
gonna hold you, that shit-
you had
fucking
to continue.
That shit was kinda
mascot.
funny.
And
It was
continue.
stupid, but I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was kind of funny.
Okay, that's fine.
It's kind of
But-
like when they had the pig for Vicky Guerrero. That shit was.
Oh man, we
Yeah.
And I also have mentioned with T-Mac that WWE like also having situations where they make like cool stuff look lame. They also have a situation where they always overuse dramatic situations that have happened in a
Looking
person's
natty.
life.
Bro.
Natalia's dad died more than a year ago. It's basically like every fucking time that she appears, she's doing this for her father. Man, fuck her father. She's dead.
Man, fuck her. I'm tired of seeing Natalia.
It's
Hey,
because
I
it's the
am
same
sick
thing all
of
over and over.
Natalia and Lacey Evans. In this shit. In this shit. Why are they friends? And why do they kill each other? And then Raw, they're friends. And then in fucking what is it? Crown
So-
Jewel. they're friends.
Exactly.
And then they
Okay,
fucking
this
look
is
at
the
each other
thing.
like, I'm
No,
gonna
but
fuck
this
you
is
up
the
at Survivor Series.
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
but
That's
this is
the
the
shit
only
that
thing.
pisses me the fuck
Real-
off, son,
real-
because you
real-
like they were a tag team. They came
Real
out
talk?
together.
We so far away from NXT right now.
I
Bro.
know.
Exactly. I'm
Man,
trying to
fuck NXT
segue
at this
so
moment.
hard, but
No,
like
man,
everything
man,
y'all saying
If
is
these
facts.
main roster niggas keep coming to NXT, the show's gonna turn into shit. And it's not because the main roster guys are there. It's because of the people who's going to handle the roster guys.
Yeah.
That's something
Yeah.
that scares me. If Roman keeps coming every week, if Seth keeps coming every week, I'm just saying, I don't know if it is. I understand that the whole brand split shit is, or the Survivor Series shit is over. But I would assume that somebody's gonna keep coming down, especially guys like Cesaro. Well,
Because they said, if anything, they should technically either move Cesaro to NXT UK, where he would just fucking do work. Because I would love to see a Cesaro versus Walter match, or just move him back down to NXT because literally
that
he
nigga's
has
going
been
WWE, bro.
so underused.
They haven't
disrespect.
used him. He went
I don't know.
undrafted.
Did y'all hear
Then they
the
didn't
Paul
even
Heyman
use
My
him.
body gets
Did y'all hear the
pissed
Paul
off.
Heyman interview?
No.
I think so.
So like a couple years ago at WrestleMania, Access, what the fuck they call it shit. Paul Heyman had an interview, and then the dude was like, "Yo, what's up with Cesaro? How come Vince doesn't like Cesaro even though you're the guy that's handling it?" So what happened was, remember when he was handling Cesaro, Brock had just won the streak, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Brock left, but the main use of Paul Heyman with Cesaro was, I need to be in y'all's face every fucking week reminding you that Brock Lesnar beat the streak. It's the only reason why he was with Cesaro. He said that Vince looked at Cesaro, but he didn't see much in Cesaro.
So
that
this is
told
the
me a
thing.
lot, because if Paul
Why
Heyman
do
seen
you
that,
sign these people then?
oh, so
Well,
the competition will happen.
Well,
Because
now,
it's
yeah,
like they
obviously,
sign
but
them
I'm
and be
saying-
like, haha, we got him, but we don't want him.
Yeah. No,
Pretty
well,
much.
Yeah,
at this
but
point,
that's the
at that
thing.
point in time,
Just
there
don't
was no
sign.
competition. In
If
2014, there's no
Cesaro
competition.
I can see the thing of Cesaro doesn't talk and Cesaro, blah, blah. But my thing is, to be honest with you, like, it's crazy that Cesaro doesn't talk much, and he's really over.
Yeah.
Where the hell is
Because
Sheamus?
everybody's
Fucking-
understanding natural, like, genuine wrestling talent.
He's one of the only guys, because a lot of guys, like, they're great wrestlers. Like, I mean, Rollins has dug himself into a hole, but I'm just going to use the example of Rollins, where, he's great in the ring, but, like, he just, what I mean, his character.
Where's Sheamus?
But, like, Cesaro, I mean, he doesn't get much of any time when it comes to promo or none of that. I don't remember
And
the
the
last time
thing
this
is
nigga had
that-
a microphone in his hand.
And the thing is that Cesaro could actually talk really well on the mic.
Well, Vince doesn't see that. But
that's the thing.
so Heyman was like, the only reason why I was paired with him was because of the fact that saying I needed to be on TV because Brock wasn't on television. And it makes sense because I can see if that's the case. I mean, I guess I wish it would have been another guy, but
I don't really want to know what type of bag Brock getting just for 6 matches a year.
Oh, he
I
has
just
to
got-
be making like
I
close to
wanna-
$5
this
million
nigga
a
Brock-
year.
I want to know what else
Shows
he's
up
He's
five
making
times
way
a
more
year.
than $5 million a year.
lives
Like-
on a fucking $1 million ranch and fuck Sable. I want Brock's life.
Yo, this man does nothing else all year.
Give me his tax returns. I
All
want
this
to
nigga does is show up, F5 people, and fuck Sable. That's
Yeah,
a
no.
life.
But I will say
That's really all he
boom,
does.
Money in the, even though I was pissed he won Money in the Bank. Money in the
No,
Bank, Brock
I'm
Lesnar
not
was the
gonna
greatest
hold
thing
you.
ever.
I was totally on board with Money in the Bank. You know why? I know Vince did that to piss us off. I know exactly
Yeah.
why he did that shit. And
Yeah.
I'm cool with it because it got heat. You know
Yeah,
what
it
I'm saying?
did.
Like,
Because
it was.
they didn't
The only
mention
part
it
I
to
got
anybody
mad
else.
was that they fucking pulled the trigger to him. He should have kept the Money in the Bank for months. Not
Should
months,
have kept
but
the nigga, kept it till
till
WrestleMania.
okay. I don't say Mania, but either Rumble.
I would say Rumble.
would've been
SummerSlam
cool,
or
too.
Rumble.
Yeah,
Rumble
Rumble.
would have been cool. The nigga wins
I
the
feel
Royal.
like because my thing is Brock should have left, but Paul Heyman should have been like, "Hey, yo, Brock got the money."
Like, remember,
I'm cool
he
with
got the briefcase. Like,
Yeah, I say put
Be
him
so
careful.
on.
it's kind of like with the whole Brock Lesnar's gonna be on television shit. I just feel like they could have done more with it. I'm just mad
Kofi
to pull the
match.
trigger too early.
The
But it was a
Kofi
great
match was
thing.
ass.
I don't mind it.
Don't get me
The
started
Kofi
about
match.
that.
Yo, they,
are we talking about
but,
the squash match?
Yeah, but we can talk about
Yeah,
it later.
that match
But-
could die.
So
But honestly, I think
didn't
we
watch
should
the
get back to
Squash match,
NXT.
but
Yeah,
I
low
did
key.
see the
That's what
highlight
I'm trying to steer
of him and Dominic. He hit him with a chair or
Dijakovic?
some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Rey Mysterio's son?
Yeah.
All I
Yo,
can say
why?
is
They have the perfect opportunity for Paul Heyman to say some shit about Eddie, and I'm just waiting for it.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
because you
I'm
know
waiting for Paul
WWE
Heyman
is
to say
bound
some
to
shit
do.
about Eddie.
But at the same time, just it would also be amazing just to hear the reaction that would fucking.
Because it would get a pop. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it would get necessarily a pop.
Nah,
I feel like
that'd
it
be
would
a-
get
or I
booed
should
out the
say a
fucking
reaction.
building.
It'd either be a
Yeah.
boo or a dead silent crowd. Like
Oh,
Like every Monday,
that
because
shit
you
in
know
Chicago.
Monday Night
You
Raw
just hear
stinks.
like one universal wow.
Yeah.
Do that
This
shit
is
in
how we
Texas.
go.
Do
Yeah.
that shit in Texas.
Oh my god. In El Paso. bro.
Do that in El Paso, yeah.
I
Just talk shit about Eddie in El Paso.
Hey, Cena said
No.
told Eddie he was a wetback in El Paso. So
Nah,
sad.
bro. Have Brock come out to Eddie Guerrero's theme song.
Don't do
With
that.
a fucking mariachi hat.
Yo.
Don't do
'Cause, like,
that.
For as little as he does, Brock Lesnar's fucking hilarious. Because the boombox
Brock
shit
Lesnar
has
is a
me-
comedian. Son.
Yeah, it
shit
was.
has me crying every week.
I've been trying to tell y'all niggas for years. Brock Lesnar is a comedian. Everything he
It-
does like just everything he does, even the shit.
Remember when he threw the title at Vince?
Yeah. It wasn't even until this year that I finally just
That shit
accepted
was
that I
fucking
fuck with Brock. I
Nah,
used to hate it.
I
but
understand that his booking situations be fucked up, but like Brock is hilarious.
yeah,
I'm
Paul Heyman adds to
neither.
he
I'm neither here nor there with Brock.
he
I
need to
mean,
hit the shooting star press one more time though.
If he can do
I don't
it,
think
I'm down with it.
I don't think his
Oh,
brick
you know what's
wall
crazy?
ass body
Brock's
would allow.
fucking moveset back in the day, man. Like that was an athletic ass nigga.
Yeah, if
Oh
he did
hell yeah!
he need to pull it.
Let's,
Yo, if he did that shit to Ray, he should have did it to Ray. I would have cried.
No, you know what he needs to do? He
Frog
needs to
splash.
win. He need to have another rematch. He needs to have another rematch. What did you say?
Said the
Frog splash.
I was
Frog
just about to
splash.
say that. But
Do
he
the
has to
three
hit
amigos
Ray
and shit.
to win.
Oh my god.
He has
Yo.
to hit Ray. Yo, son. Now he has to hit Dominic with a frog splash.
Bruh.
I will buy the WWE Network if he
Yeah.
does a frog splash to
Hey,
Dominic.
hey. But what about that Finn Balor Matt Riddle match?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
That's what
Finn
we-
Balor.
Yeah, we back. Well, I just
Yeah.
want to say finally something about that triple threat. Like I do agree with T-Mac. I think they're pulling the trigger on Pete Dunne. I feel like it's time that he possibly wins a title, like the NXT title. And then most likely,
What do
if
you do
he
with
does
Undisputed
win the
Era?
title.
Well,
Now here's the thing. I would feel like they would bring Undisputed Era up to the main roster.
but I'm not
but-
comfortable with that. I'm not.
I'm not
I'm not
comfortable
down
with
with
that
that.
either.
I wouldn't even
Yeah.
do that
I
because you
think-
got
I
NXT
think-
as a
I
main
think
roster
somebody
show
that
now.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
still-
really into the interference shit. But
I think
my
UE
thing is,
should keep
okay,
stuff
here,
till
actually,
WrestleMania.
you know what you should do? I think
You can have them get
to put over
drafted.
Pete Dunne. There has to be a stipulation where Undisputed Era can come ringside.
Well,
like a
I
steel
don't know
cage or
about
some
it
shit, I don't
because the
know.
last time that he won, the niggas didn't come down at all.
You know
When he
what?
beat-
I'm actually really
That's
not
true.
Like,
True.
Yeah.
I think I'm not really big on interference, even though Vince is fucking huge on interference, experiences and DQs. In a stable, it makes sense.
Yeah, but like
the
I will
OC
say,
should be doing like the OC does that very well.
Gargano, when the first time when he won and he beat all them niggas, I was pissed because I was like, bro, you got me this super John Cena souped up ass
But
nigga.
Gargano is my thing is all right. Gargano is the best babyface. Honestly, all right, if you want to count Roman on all the brands.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, easily. It just
Most
made
definitely.
Nah,
Perfect
I'm
babyface.
not even counting Roman anyway.
Okay.
To be honest
All right,
with
He
you.
got
Gargano to me
cancer.
is the
We can't
perfect
boo that
babyface.
nigga.
That's the guy that needs to go up to the roster. Put that nigga on Raw.
Give me and him
I'm
and
not
Daniel
gonna-
Bryan.
Yeah, I was gonna. I would love to see him and Daniel.
I'm not putting
him,
Johnny Gargano on
him and
Raw.
AJ.
I
him,
want to see him and Kevin Owens for the title.
him and AJ Styles.
Him and AJ Styles,
Him
him
and
with
Kevin
Daniel
Owens for
Bryan,
the-
him with
yeah,
Kevin
they call it
Owens.
Title.
AJ Styles, the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Hell, him with the
He's-
Fiend
Oh,
would be
yeah.
a good feud.
Oh. Yeah.
Gargano?
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be it'd be
Okay.
interesting.
Gargano has a lot of possibilities in general.
How long do y'all think they go
But he's
with
just
the
such a
Fiend
perfect
just bulldozing
like
through
Cody,
niggas?
I
For a
I'm not
while.
trying to AJ rank, but like Cody's a great baby. He just knows how to get great reactions. He's a great
Oh, yeah.
babyface.
It
My-
brings-
they- but they-
Cody is
but
the
it's-
most over guy in the entire in the entire.
Really, honestly, all of wrestling. If you want to be honest.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But
I do-
my thing is they have like there's not a lot of great faces. There's a lot of I'm not gonna say the way they're booking them, but there's a lot of good heels. I don't know what.
Oh, there's
Owens
way
is.
more
You even
better
count Kevin
heels
Owens
than
as a
better
heel.
faces.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of great heels, like as in of like just people who are heels, like Finn Balor, Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
I mean, like Baron Corbin is great at getting heat.
Yeah, but he's not a great heel
He's,
personally.
he's gotten better in the ring though.
But
He's gotten better, but
He
it's
has
just
so much, he
mainly
has so much more.
creative that messes him up.
Guys' gimmick are to just piss you off as much as possible. JBL was the fucking king of that.
Yeah,
Oh, JBL was just. I think he was just
love
being
JBL.
himself. I
but
think
the
he was
reason
being
why is 'cause
himself too.
I like
JBL's
get
racist.
under your skin. Like JBL was the greatest, arguably one of the greatest heels to ever.
Honestly, yeah, that whole like that super rich
2004
white.
JBL
I'm better
is, I
than
don't
you.
know a better
guy.
heel gimmick than that. I don't.
Yeah.
There's no
yeah.
other better because like he was so intact to the character. He literally told Vince, "Yo, don't put none of my fucking t-shirts out there. Nobody wears JBL t-shirts. I want the fucking JBL signs. Give that shit to Cena.
Yeah,
or
because
Abel.
nobody was gonna do it anyways.
No, I don't believe that. I think there's some Confederate news out about that.
Oh hell yeah! But I'm saying like, in like a general like aspect, I don't think anybody would have been cheering for JBL to begin with.
He's not JBL's. That's the point. JBL's character is to not be cheered. He
Yo,
is a heel. That
JBL
whole
versus
Texas,
Alberto
I'm rich,
Del Rio
New
would
York
be
nigga.
entertaining.
I make more money than you. I drive a limo. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
I fuck Jillian Hall, even though
You telling me that
saying?
wouldn't be entertaining, bro?
Nah, it would be entertaining as hell though.
JBL versus Alberto Del Rio.
If it was like 2004 JBL versus like 2012 Alberto,
that shit would have been an amazing stable. Imagine them coming out with a limo with televisions in it.
Bro.
And Ricardo Rodriguez is opening.
Add in the guy.
Yo, we gotta talk about Ricardo Rodriguez. So he going.
That nigga sucks.
Right, let's get back to this battle of Matt Riddle.
No, I want to make one quick note.
So these kicks.
This nigga.
Not Alberto Del Rio, but Ricardo Rodriguez. If you really look into him, they treated him. The amount of shit that he had to deal with in WWE, I don't know how he lasted so long. Because he could actually wrestle.
Yep.
I've never seen that man wrestle. So
that's the thing. I mean, you have to look it up because he's a great fucking wrestler. But because he was like Alberto's lackey, they always made him look like he was a bitch.
I hate Orange Cassidy. I'm sorry.
But with this Riddle match, man, you know what's funny? We shit on Finn Balor for kicking. The match was ass. This nigga kicked once.
No, you know
See,
what's
like,
the thing? You know what I think about the match. The match, I personally feel like the match was good.
I do too. I thought it was.
Over.
I thought it was.
I thought it could have. I don't mean to say. I thought it could have been better. I think it was. But really
here's the thing. No, but here's the thing. What fucked it over was that match was never supposed to happen to begin with.
It was supposed to be Gargano.
It was supposed to be Gargano versus Balor.
Yep.
So literally, a long-term planning had to have been scrapped because now Gargano, who knows when he's going to be back in the ring because he has a whole neck situation going on. Yeah, and now you're dealing with a brand new...
I really thought they were swerving us.
But then we found out it was legit.
I don't see, like, a lot of times, like, you know what I'm saying, when the whole, they got an injury. He's gonna be out.
And then they'll be back next week.
You know what I'm saying? I really thought they were trying to swerve us.
Yeah.
What I want to say about that match...
The match wasn't... It heated up. My thing was just at first, it was like, I don't think Riddle wasn't too sure what was going to go on.
Yeah.
That match is ass to me. I don't know why, but they
didn't have enough time to prepare. That's what I think.
Like, I anticipated it to be a 4, maybe 5.
You said Matt Riddle what?
I said I think he's gonna end up having a Dolph Ziggler career.
Man, I don't know. Because Matt Riddle,
this nigga with Brock. Please don't say that.
No,
Matt Riddle.
Like, I think he can have world title championship reigns, but I don't ever think they're gonna be long.
My problem is I don't think Vince gets Matt Riddle.
Vince doesn't get Matt Riddle at all. Triple H gets him so much more.
But with Matt Riddle, I think he just sees this. Why does I genuinely think the only thing that Vince sees when he why does this nigga wrestle with no sock or no shoes on?
Oh yeah.
Because Vince be weird about shit, man. I feel like Vince is like, why does he have flip flops? Why does he throw his flip flops? What?
But the type of nigga to make you drop your name.
Yeah,
but this is the thing. The thing with Matt Riddle
because I see so much potential in Matt Riddle.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga,
the
your
whole
name is
Matt Riddle
Mustafa?
huge on Teenage Boys thing, but but if he goes Tyler Breeze,
bro, Breeze Angle was fire when they came back to NXT.
It was.
WWE really killed Breeze Angle twice, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
we coming up on an hour, so
he was cold.
Jericho said him and Fandango was supposed to have a title match.
Yeah,
they should have.
Yeah,
but instead tomorrow
what happened was Fandango got hurt.
We get
Jericho told him don't say you got hurt
tomorrow. Yeah,
he was hurt.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this,
because they was so big on Fan. I mean, like,
NXT
you talk about a pop, man. When his interest came through, shit, I was in that bit. Like, everybody was in the genre.
But NXT next week, oh, not next week, tomorrow, is must see.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I know for a fact, and like how I said it to T-Mac, Mark Henry walked so that Keith Lee could run.
Oh,
Hey,
Keith
But-
Lee about to get a monster push.
hey,
Oh, he's gonna get such a
want-
big push, and it's gonna be amazing. But
we're gonna have a
just-
huge push for Keith Lee. But what's up with Drew McIntyre?
That's yo.
They
I want to talk about it
He
in a
got a
second.
huge pop.
I want to talk about that in a second. We gotta
let's
talk
say
about
it.
this
we
though.
need to finish
McIntyre.
NXT first before we talk about main roster guys.
I've never seen a crowd so happy to see Drew McIntyre in like 10 years.
Yeah.
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 That's crazy.
Yeah.
But,
he needs to go back there.
Hey.
Honestly,
I'm not gonna do it. My thing is, it doesn't make sense that quote unquote Vince loves this guy. You know what I'm saying? He was the chosen child, all this shit, and he becomes Dolph McIntyre.
McIntyre getting screwed over. But 1 to 5, what do you get this Matt Riddle Finn Balor match?
I would give it a 3.
3.5.
Yeah, I'm
Three.
giving it a 3.
Yeah.
And the
'Cause I
reason
kinda
why,
hate it. I liked it.
and the thing is, I give it a 3 because of the fact that I feel like it would have been a 4 or a 5 if it was
Gargano.
if it was that it wasn't like a plan
Last
B.
minute.
If this
They
was
were
something that
prepared.
they worked on for like at least a month and they developed it slowly but surely, man, that shit would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But in a similar vein to
I think I put high expectations because I thought it was gonna be mentioned.
Yeah, because if you think about it, the feud was really like dumb and rushed. Nigga just came down to the ring, hit him with a Bloody Sunday.
Yeah, the feud. I didn't really care about.
yeah.
It. I was just happy that Finn Balor Matt
went
Riddle-
heel. I was happy. He went
Oh,
heel.
yeah.
Finally, yo.
Finally,
They threw
man.
it
And
at
also,
was like,
I'm
yeah.
I'm down for waiting long term storytelling. I just wish they gave us an idea of where Finn Balor's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause,
fine
like,
with him not telling us
Yeah,
what's
it's
wrong.
like
I just want ideas. You know what I'm saying?
it's like literally up in the air right now. Like you're basically trying to figure out what the hell's
nobody
going on.
knows what's going.
It's
I don't
like,
Yeah,
is he
nobody
going
knows
for the
what's going on.
championship? Or is he gonna?
Well, he said he wants to go that he's going after Adam Cole.
Yeah, that
So I
match is
think
gonna
we should
happen
eventually
probably the
see
week
him.
of Mania.
But he hasn't.
Yeah.
Has he even hit
Yeah.
Adam Cole? Like you know
Nah,
what I'm
he
Well,
saying?
that's the thing. The thing is, he debuted like right before fucking the War Game situation and Survivor Series was to start. So it was like, I'm going after you, Adam Cole. But first,
I got other shit.
I have to deal with this. Like I have to
Yeah.
show that NXT is better than everybody else.
Yeah, but then he wasn't even part of either one of the. He wasn't part of the Survivor Series, which I
Nope.
thought would have been a like if OC was
I
in the
think
shit,
Finn
it would have been a
great
good turn.
mystery.
It would have been a great addition. But I feel like the reason why he wasn't was to give more light to the NXT superstars that the main roster people haven't necessarily seen. Everybody knows Finn Balor. They've seen him on the main roster for the longest time.
And
But
he wasn't
First,
even
if you know
drafted
Finn Balor,
anywhere for real,
that
was
makes
he?
you pay attention more to the brand.
Wait,
you know
what
what I'm saying?
happened?
Yeah,
What happened
I
to me?
feel like Finn Balor should be used towards like he's the guy that everybody knows in that brand. That's on the brand right now, right?
Yeah.
So other
To
than
a
Adam Cole,
degree.
right?
yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Finn, I like at some point I think we all like Finn is gonna have to win that title at some point. I'm not saying now.
Oh yeah, he'll have to win it
But
again.
at some point Finn gonna
Yeah.
have to hold that belt.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna have to hold
And
it. And he's gonna
somebody,
hold it for a
like,
while.
In my opinion, Matt Riddle should take the belt off of him.
Personally, I think UE shouldn't drop anything until WrestleMania.
Oh, they won't.
Yeah, they're not.
If they're
Finn-
gonna
I
drop
think
anything,
UE
they're gonna
holding
drop.
all the titles.
Yeah,
is
they
a
have to
great
drop.
picture.
They have to drop all of them at the same time.
Yeah, it's either all or none.
Yeah,
Because you can't go back to a situation where it was, oh, we lost the tag titles, but then like a month and a half later, we got them back now, so
Yeah.
everything's back to being good in fucking UE land.
yeah. Like
No,
But,
but
um,
I don't want that to happen because you can book that right, but I don't trust them booking anything, so we're not gonna do that. But
Yeah.
with,
I
Who's a valid
have you
tag
guys
team
gone
in
to the,
NXT that can
match
take
yet?
the titles?
Yeah, I mean, there really isn't. Like, I'm not trusting for Forgotten Son. Not
No,
trusting.
You know
hell
what?
no.
That's the
There's
situation.
no
They
valid team in
really, like,
NXT.
booked them badly. They've really booked the Forgotten Sons badly.
Yeah,
There's
because
a-
I thought they
Oh,
was
they
gonna be
don't care
cold.
about the business.
I thought they was gonna be cold. I think they let Street Profits go too fast.
They did.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? Why is Street Profits been in Raw for? Why they hate NXT? Why?
I don't know.
Listen, I don't know what it is.
Loves
They
NXT.
should've
Street
did
Profits
what
was
they-
NXT Tag Champions.
No.
Listen, when you hit the main roster, all of a sudden with that new main roster contract that they give you, all of a sudden they like must sprinkle something into your fucking drink, because literally all I saw was everybody from the main roster that used to be on NXT was just talking shit about NXT, like if that wasn't their fucking heyday.
Yeah.
My thing is, if you're a guy that's like Samoa Joe that's been out of NXT for a couple years, I'm okay with that. Nigga, the Street Profits just got there last week.
Yeah. But they should have pulled a swerve.
They just got off of Connecticut. Like, why do they hate NXT?
They should have pulled the swerve like they did in the old Invasion angle, where the niggas that was already there just turned.
Yo, and there's so many good candidates, because you could do Joe, you could do Kevin, there's so many great guys.
You could have did it, Seth.
Roman.
I'm so big on Kevin Owens, so like I really would have loved to see Kevin be the guy that's the NXT guy. He should have been, you know what I'm saying? Him and Ciampa should have been whatever co-captain, whatever you want to call him.
And him with that the stunner being the new Stone Cold, that would have fit perfectly.
And he uses the fucking stunner as a finisher. Like,
Yep.
And in my opinion, I feel like Kevin Owens to me is the most like I'm not say over guy, but like he's as a guy that can be over. He's
one of the. I mean, but he's one of the most over.
Like.
And I was scared of Kevin Owens as a face, but like he's almost better as a face than a heel.
Honestly, bro, I think there's no more. I don't think there's many. Randy Orton think he's the last true tweener. Like, it doesn't matter what he does.
Yeah.
Like, niggas is gonna cheer him regardless.
Because right now he's like a babyface.
No,
but
I'm
at the
saying,
same
like,
time,
wasn't he a heel 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no matter what he does,
yeah.
I was like, yo,
because didn't Randy Orton help this Rey Mysterio win the title?
Yeah. He helped him win.
So confused.
Then now, like, he's going back and forth with Ricochet.
Yeah,
whatever.
I feel like if anything, at the current moment, like if you want to talk about tweeners, Kevin Owens could do, like, going back to Kevin Owens, I feel like that would be the only person that could really pull that off.
No, I feel like Roman can pull that off as well. Because like
Roman, because the nigga got cancer.
Roman,
ain't nobody born a nigga with cancer.
Yeah,
no. You know what? Something that needs.
I'm talking about before cancer. Before that situation.
How you gonna boo a dude with cancer?
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
He would have to be a serious asshole for you to boo him.
No, but this is the thing. I don't think they were booing him because he had cancer. They were booing him because of the character. But there were some slick sons of bitches that came out and started making comments saying that he deserved this shit. And if you said that, you honestly deserve to fucking die.
Bro,
you deserve to have the same fucking thing that
saying,
Roman had.
What if this nigga came out one day and was like, fuck y'all and fuck cancer? I'd be like, oh, shit.
Listen, I'd be like,
no, he needs to have Young Thug come out to say fuck cancer.
Because Roman
WrestleMania, if fuck cancer, shout out to Boozy. And then,
hey, what's up with them getting all these shitty rappers? I don't want to see Denzel Curry at
nigga,
fucking.
Chill.
I don't want to see Wale perform. The only I know why they did that shit too, because Wale from fucking DC and a first show at AEW was at D. That's the only reason why they did that shit.
Man,
I don't want to see Wale.
Black.
They always get the shittiest rappers. Who wants to see Flo Rida perform at Wrestle? I'm sorry.
He blew his whistle like 13 years.
Like every time they get a rapper, it'll be the corniest niggas.
See, here you go. You know what? we ain't gonna get into that. You good, bro? You good?
Like,
I understand Flo Rida. Cause Flo
Rida, we saw him like
that nigga. He's a pop
5 times.
He's a pop star.
They had the dude. They had somebody. I don't know. That's crazy.
What's the next match on the card for NXT?
The next match is War Games.
Yeah, War Games. The men's version, we have Team Undisputed Era versus Team Ciampa. Team Ciampa involved obviously Tommaso Ciampa, Dijakovic, Keith Lee. And then eventually Kevin Owens ended up being the surprise entry.
Now looking at the motherfuckers that stand there, to be honest with you, like if you saw how big they were compared to UE, there was like no way UE.
Those are 8 great
But-
guys, man.
But here's the thing, right? And this is where I will go in a sense for devil's advocate with UE. Yeah, Keith Lee and Dominic Dijakovic. Like, yeah, they're huge, but when it comes to serious situations or serious tag teams, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish are some of the best people at knowing how to pick people, like pick and choose when they strike, and basically how to eventually wear you down. So in a sense like that, if it was more of a methodical match,
Yeah.
I feel like I almost said AEW for some reason,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
O'Reilly and Fish would have a better situation.
They
Now-
shouldn't have took that many L's that weekend though. Like O'Reilly and Fish, they really shouldn't have took that many L's.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
too
they-
I
many
think
L's
that
for
gives you insight of what they think of Riley and O'Reilly and Fish.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
they don't
In my
they're
opinion,
not
I
cared
think
for.
they should- I
But-
think at some point they literally, like how they did Adam Cole, they have to kick Fish out. Somebody else got to be on that group, in my opinion.
Man. Yeah,
In,
that's hard
in,
because
in
like
months'
Fish,
time, I'm not saying now, but it's some
even though
point in
he
time.
quiet,
Fish
Eventually.
is fucking like 50 years old at this point.
Yeah.
Like Fish is old, bro. Like,
but he cool though. He like the old cool nigga. Like he
and
just be
that's
chilling.
fine. But
He
like,
just be
I just
chilling.
feel like there's got to be.
It's
another-
gonna end
you know
up
how
being
like
Fish.
so in every group there's like
A weak link.
Evolution is an hour because there were 3 guys, but
Yeah.
you know it's like a A guy and like a B guy that's gonna be an A guy. So Adam Cole's the A guy. There's no B guy. It's just 3
Oh,
niggas.
I mean,
Yeah,
Roger
I don't know,
Strong
bro.
could be the
Roger
B
Strong's
guy.
cool, but Roger Strong will never win a world title. Let's get that straight.
But that's the thing. If it was a younger Roderick Strong, and I feel like it's also partially because of the way that they treated him for so long at the beginning of when he wasn't in Undisputed Era.
They ain't give a fuck about that nigga.
at all.
Listen, he was treated like absolute shit.
Yeah.
Roderick Strong could literally hold a world title and put on perfect fucking matches every single time in every defense.
Yes.
There's a reason why he's known as the Messiah of the Backbreaker. There's a reason why he's so beloved by Ring of Honor. Because he was one of those guys that every time you needed him, he would step the fuck up and he would destroy whoever he had to.
Well, Cesaro was the same guy, but let's not talk about that.
Yeah, yeah, but
And we see
I
how they
feel
treat
like the
Cesaro.
reason why a lot of people
Who the
don't
fuck
look
is
at
that?
Strong.
Hold up, time out. Who the fuck is that?
Who?
Who is that? That nope. Say what again? Yes, that. Who is that?
Oh, are you talking about me? Oh, I'm like, who the fuck?
Yeah.
That was Rebel, son. I was like, who you talking?
Oh yeah, I was like, nigga, what the fuck? With this deep ass voice, nigga. Like,
No. But
hello. nigga trying to thinking he talks.
well, I'm just saying that's how they treat that. But
No,
my
but
thing is with the UE man, I feel like at some point they got kissing out.
Man, listen.
But the only
Specifically
reason
Roger,
why
I don't want them to keep Roger Strong. I want them to get rid of fucking
I think
because
Balor
Kyle
has
O'Reilly to
come.
me is hilarious. I don't know about
Kyle-
y'all.
Kyle
Y'all see Kyle
O'Reilly
O'Reilly,
is
Ring of Honor. That dude is fucking hilarious.
Kyle O'Reilly is a beast, bro. That man.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's
He's-
amazing. Great in the ring, hilarious. All the segments they do backstage. Kyle O'Reilly.
Got-
loves that.
Ready
I don't
for
think-
all
Kyle
the
O'Reilly.
smoke too. Always ready.
He's
I don't
my
think-
favorite guy. He's
yeah.
my second favorite guy of all.
I don't think I laughed as much when it came to WWE as when Kyle O'Reilly went to swing the chair and he fucking hit
Bro.
himself after the chair
Facts.
bounced back. And then his
Dude, I'm telling you,
reactions,
Kyle O'Reilly is like genuinely hilarious.
man, listen,
He's great.
Who does he think he is?
But with the match, I love the way how they introduced Kevin Owens. That was beautiful.
yeah, they
The
left
whole
I'm not gonna lie.
But here's the
no,
thing.
No third
Here's the
partner,
thing.
fourth partner.
I was
No, but here's the
John
thing.
Morrison,
Because
though.
they
I
was like,
hurt.
'cause
Yeah,
we
that's
all
what I was
thought
gonna
it
say.
gonna be Garner
a
or
lot of
Gargano coming
people,
back,
yeah,
Yeah.
a
or
lot of
John
people,
Morrison,
Yeah,
or
if it,
somebody.
I was hurting that. Like if it was more, now they could have pulled a super swerve, which is highly unlikely. If it was CM Punk, nigga, I would cry.
yeah,
Bullshit.
that
Yeah.
would have been amazing. But I think that's a reason why people won't rate the fucking match as much as how, regardless of how good it is. It was because like from what I had saw on Twitter and all the rumor mills and shit like that, it was either gonna be John Morrison, which I mean could be understandable because when they were rumoring him signing back with WWE, he was gonna start in NXT.
Yeah.
But
he just should stay there. Honestly, I like they're gonna misuse him again on the main roster. So.
yeah, they're gonna misuse him again.
North
But
American need John Morrison.
then there was also rumors talking about Austin Theory. The reason why I didn't believe the Austin Theory
Somebody
situation,
said Marty Skull was gonna fucking come out.
Killer
and
Cross.
that's literally it, that can't happen. He's not even like done with ROH yet. He's still like his contract ends at the end of the month. Killer Cross though,
because he's the one that kicked Adam Cole at him.
yeah, but
So,
Killer Cross though could have legitimately been a possibility if there was ever any rumors of him signing.
That's a big ass nigga, so that would have been.
Listen, I was watching an interview that he did with Chris Van Fleet on YouTube. That man, like, he could talk, and it's like there's like a natural, I would say again, a natural charisma about him where you would want to listen to whatever the fuck he's talking about. He could be talking about how he makes his proper bologna sandwiches, and you'd be like, damn, motherfucker, I should get a notepad and a fucking pen because this bologna sandwich sounds like the best fucking thing I've ever heard of. Yes. So it would have been cool, and at the same time, his wife, Scarlett Bordeaux, signed.
Fucking buy a year's supply worth of bologna. Tell about that.
Exactly, but and also his wife Scarlett Bordeaux signed with WWE.
So like when KO came out for me, it was bittersweet. Kind of, it was like, oh, okay, that's cool. He came, but I was like, I really wanted John Morrison, so. It's cool.
Yeah, just to hear. Now listen,
because Kevin
this
Owens,
ain't no make believe.
I'm a KO. I was in that bit like, okay, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
when that
cool.
screech hit, when that theme song hit, I was like, all right, this is gonna be a nice match. That's exactly what I thought.
I was watching the show with.
And when they got the tables, I knew some shit was gonna happen too.
That's the thing I want to talk about.
I will say one recommendation that I would make: they should have Adam Cole start winning some matches with the Panama Sunrise, just to make it seem like it's more so of an actual finish.
Which more technically it is one of his finishers.
Yeah.
Compared to the last, what was it? The last shot.
Yeah, he should win with the Panama.
You know what
Sunrise
I think? What it is? I think they see AEW niggas hit like what's his face? Marty what's his face? Hit the Canadian Destroyer on Tito's. Yeah.
And then Pentagon hit.
Yeah.
And
exactly,
it was not,
exactly.
but they, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, like that's the move. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing Canadian Destroyer. So it was like,
but you know what makes me laugh is the only person that has officially got like the okay and the blessing to do the Canadian Destroyer is Adam Cole's wife, Britt Baker. She was the only one that got it from Petey Williams, where it was Petey Williams, that motherfucker.
When I first saw the nigga hit it in TNA,
that was something that even until recently it was banned in WWE.
Yep,
because it was in a similar aspect as the what's it called, as like a pile driver. Which in a sense it is like a pile driver, but
they need to bring back the punt kick. That's what they need to do.
I think they banned that as well, didn't they?
They need to stop teasing me, bro. Randy Orton be hitting that corner, and niggas just know he gon'. I'd be pissed off.
I feel like he just does that shit on purpose. Like
I know he need to stop.
He knows what he's doing because of that shit. Because everybody wants to see him just kick somebody's head in. But
he need to kick some Rollins head in. Like that ass. Like
honestly, bro. I just thought about something amazing. What if Randy Orton was on fucking SmackDown, and then the Fiend did that shit to him?
The
storyline, yes, all the way back.
Oh, I would love it
because he put because that's what
somebody
put Husky
needs
Harris
to do
out.
a legend killer gimmick and kill Randy Orton.
That's how he's probably gonna retire.
Somebody needs to fucking do a legend killer. That's one of the greatest. That's a great gimmick. Like niggas forget.
You know who I think could pull that off because we just recently mentioned him. I think Killer Cross would be able to fucking pull that off greatly.
But they just can't get like older legends. They gotta get like Randy Orton and John Cena type nigga to make it like.
I mean, look, Randy Orton killed Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, and somebody else. So
was it Roddy Piper?
Undertaker for one.
Didn't he take McFoley? I thought it was McFoley.
Yeah, it was McFoley.
Okay.
Well, everybody.
So get the equivalent.
Everybody in the mama got it because John Cena's father got a punt.
So him, they ain't gonna kill Cena.
Oh no, he's the golden boy.
Kill Booker T.
We've been live for like
he right here in the party.
4 minutes, so I'm gonna end off this NXT part real quick.
No, but real talk, like.
Wait, what were you saying?
To take that gimmick.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Come out with Randy Orton's theme song.
Nigga, shut up.
His old theme song. With the pyro and everything.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
God damn.
What were you saying?
We've been live for like an hour.
You know
and
what I was
24
thinking
minutes.
about? Let me stop.
This nigga.
I couldn't hear you.
But,
I couldn't hear you. My bad. Shit.
Let's what do you rate the men's war game match? Because that
5.
finish,
Yeah, that was a 5.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know,
that the Panama Sunrise onto the steel.
yeah.
I like how
Yeah.
they letting him use it more. I just wish he would actually win with that one.
Actually win
instead
with
of last shot.
Well, one thing that we didn't mention about the women's war games match that we mentioned now, the spot that they had at the top as well of the cage was pretty nice for the women as well.
with the moonsault, right?
Yeah, the moonsault.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said that.
I mean, honestly, oh, did you? I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
hear. I'm sorry.
He's
Yeah,
straight.
I probably blanked the fuck out. But I honestly think, just going back to that for a quick second, other than Essa Rios, who originally brought the moonsault to WWF at the time, Io Shirai got the best fucking moonsault in the game right now.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody
Charlotte-
else
even
Charlotte's
close.
too long for that shit. Charlotte. too
yeah, she's too tall.
long. Like,
By
come on, son.
the time she hits the other person with the moonsault, she's already standing on her feet.
Yeah. Like when she did the shit the other day to who did she do the moonsault to? Like and she
Asuka.
basically just kicked them bitches. Like she didn't even really hit the moonsault. No, she did basically a whole backflip and just elbowed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
But
think it was to the Kabuki Warriors. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Oscar.
yeah, I would
Hey, we
I
gotta
would
talk about
give
this
the
cameraman.
Yo.
Wait,
We
which
gotta talk
one?
about the cameraman.
Yo.
Who is that? Who is he?
Yo.
He was I low key B out there, son. It was crazy.
Yo.
I was like,
Hey.
this
hey.
cameraman.
We ain't on Survivor Series yet, cause whoever that cameraman was, they fucking plus.
Dude.
And it was funny because like when they showed Charlotte, bro, I could not stop laughing. I ain't even. forget
Yeah, that
that
was
shit was so
terrible.
funny. Cause I was mad.
Yeah, I was too. Like, nigga, don't.
But speaking of the men's match, man, I'm really high. I'm getting like with Divakovic, man.
Oh, I
He's
love
hard.
Dijakovic.
Hey,
I
you
think
know what?
Divakovic deserves something.
I think he really built himself back up after the little controversy that happened, where they were gonna pull that like anti-minority type shit, where he had tweeted out talking about like he was gonna purge the streets of the filth and shit like that. They were literally gonna put him like on some sort of like Uber MAGA gimmick for a second before they pulled it off.
They
but-
was gonna have him
I-
like JBL.
yeah,
Nah,
they were
he
Just at the
wouldn't-
border.
no, but they were gonna
Oh,
like. I feel like they were
did
gonna.
that
It was
shit.
gonna be worse than JBL.
Yeah,
they was
nah,
gonna
bro.
call Iceland niggas. That's crazy.
But
Vince would do something.
the only thing is because like I like Roderick Strong, so seeing him lose right now would suck. But I feel like it's coming soon. Like I feel like he's gonna
Yeah,
be the
it
first
has to
one
be.
to lose.
If he
gonna be the
loses the
first
world, if he loses the NA title, it's either Dijakovic or Keith
I'm
Lee.
okay with that.
The
Yeah.
reason why I understand Dijakovic and Lee tagging up is just because of the like all their history that they had in the Indies. It makes so much sense. It was the same thing when it was originally planned for Matt Riddle and Keith Lee to pair up
Mhm.
before he went to fight Finn Balor. It's
Limitless,
all just
bro.
about history. So I know for a fact, because I'm not just a WWE watcher. I love wrestling. Doesn't matter what the fucking company is, whether you got 2 people or 20,000 people. I know for a fact they're gonna pull some wild shit tomorrow for that
Oh, yeah.
tag team title match.
You
That
know,
match is gonna be fine.
I know we're not talking. I'm not talking about the main roster anymore. But speaking of history, need to do a fucking Daniel Bryan and Miz title match, man.
Oh, me and T-Mac were talking about it as well.
Like
That
it's literally right there. You
'Cause
don't
we-
even have
'cause
to do shit. Just let
I
them
ha-
fight.
I had
Just
mentioned
all you
something
gotta do
about
is
like,
one.
yeah, I had mentioned something about like Dolph Ziggler and The Miz being past their time where I could see like a world title reign from them happening. But he mentioned like if The Miz was like super heel, like put him back to being a heel with a super yes like movement face Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah,
It would
Miz
work
can't
so
be
well.
face.
I think
No, to be a world champion, he can't be face.
who
I-
Daniel Bryan.
Miz.
No, The Miz.
Miz.
Oh yeah, no,
Miz-
not at all.
Speaking of great heel gimmicks, Miz's heel gimmick, man, was
I used to
fucking amazing.
I used to despise The Miz. I wanted to
That
I
was his
still
gimmick,
don't.
man. That nigga,
get
that
him
nigga wanted you.
gone.
I spit on that nigga. No,
I
no,
love
no
Miz.
bullshit.
But
That's how good of a deal.
Yeah,
I wanna
that
fight
goes
him.
to show how good his how
his character.
good he is.
Yeah.
He
All right,
makes
so
you hate him, and when
overall,
he makes you love him.
overall,
Overall,
what did
I'm
you
giving
give
War
the show for NXT
War
Takeover?
Games.
Like,
I'm gonna give it a 4 to
Four?
4.5.
I'm giving it 4.75 just because I wish there was a little bit more from the triple threat and the Finn Balor match.
Okay.
I'll keep it at 4. If the Finn Balor match was something that they worked
Handled
on for
better.
longer,
Who do you think could be the next women's champion?
Rhea
It-
Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
yeah,
It
Rhea
just has to.
Ripley.
it has to be.
There's no question.
I'm
It's either her or Bianca Belair.
I have a feeling that Rhea Ripley's going to be a different roster soon. I don't know why. I just have a feeling about that. But if it was anybody other than Rhea Ripley, who would you give it to?
Bianca, but
Yeah,
the thing,
it
the
just-
thing is
none of
I
that
don't think they're
believable
high
to
on
be-
Bianca, but I can see. Maybe
I just
Mia.
can't see anybody legit beating Shayna right now
but
besides
you
Rhea.
know
Rhea
what?
Ripley.
But the problem
That's
is
the only person I see for real.
Yeah, the only person I really see is Ripley, and if anything, Bianca. But the problem is, the reason why we don't see Bianca and Candice and anybody else, Mia Yim, if you want to say, really like confidently beating Shayna Baszler, is because we've seen so many matches in which Shayna Baszler has took out her fucking strap on and just fucked the shit out of them the entire fucking match.
Yeah. Once you get them niggas in the coat, whatever the fuck you call
Caribou the
that
clutch.
shit.
So it was
Yeah. Like the bitch is done. Like
Yeah.
whew.
But that's
Kairi
the thing,
Sane,
the
that
entire-
Kairi Sane match they had, that was fine.
Yeah, the entire rivalry will be like, let's just say Bianca's on top, and then the match comes like
Choked out.
Bianca was replaced by Jacqueline because all of a sudden she can't fucking fight and she can't do
Yeah.
shit.
Jacqueline. What did Jacqueline
Yeah.
ever do to you?
Yeah.
Jacqueline
But
ain't do shit to me, but
they
to
at this
Bianca
point,
Belair, come
at this
on.
point, they just need a whole new bitch, and that's what they're doing with Scarlett, or they bring Tony Storm over.
Listen,
from
I'm gonna
UK.
tell you like
Tony
this:
Storm stat.
Scarlett is going to do the gimmick that Lana was never able.
Oh, the foreign bitch type shit.
No, not the foreign bitch.
Why
Remember
didn't
when
they just give
Lana
her a crack?
debuted at Money in the Bank with that whole chair dance situation with the
Lana
blue
is
dress?
garbage. Holy
Oh,
shit!
and by
I
the way,
really
she
just thought
re-signed
about
for
how
another 5
trash Lana has
Who,
been
Lana?
her entire
Lana-
career.
Lana
How
re-signed for
fucking
5
aggravating
more
Hey,
years.
Lana's voice is.
hey. Can we get to like Survivor Series?
Fuck
Let's get to
Lana.
Survivor.
Okay, let's go.
But before we get to
Yeah,
Survivor, I
it's a
just
good
wanna-
segue because on the screen right now there is the Survivor Series logo and everything. So starting off on the card, I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Then I'm gonna let y'all have at it because y'all do know more, a little bit more about wrestling in general. So the card, I mean the kickoff show, that shit was like 2 hours.
Street Profits should have won.
We had Dolph Ziggler and
Who
Robert
won? Was it
Roode.
Heavy Machinery?
You said what?
Yes.
I was asking if it was Heavy Machinery because I feel like they're gonna build them up to something, and they're obviously over with the crowd.
They're never
Yeah.
gonna win.
But yeah, that's the thing. I feel like they're building them up just to like have them lose.
Yeah,
They're gonna
Because
be the tag
honestly,
team
they're a
Dolph Ziggler.
fucking great gimmick tag team.
they really
all
are.
niggas do is act like they're horny.
They're gonna kick Tucker out the group and let
Especially
Otis
on
I'd
Instagram. What's
rather
up with
them
them
be
on
on
Instagram?
Raw than
Oh, this is about to
SmackDown.
be a
though.
white viscera.
Yeah. Yo.
Son.
Hey, that's perfect. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
Watch they
better
just
be
be
a
bleach
white-
of Israel.
Yo, do y'all remember the body move that Vince?
Listen,
How
did
was
you
that
ever
allowed?
see the clips in like SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 when you could do it to females? Yo, imagine if Viscera was to do that to an actual female with his entire weight, that bitch is gone.
Yeah.
Bro, if
Man, he rest in peace. but
I'd do that.
Remember in
shit.
SmackDown
Oh, the
vs.
nigga
Raw,
did?
where they would like show finishers multiple times,
yeah.
and they would do that shit to Vizras? That was
Yeah.
Well, no, but the thing is that also,
Well, they do it now.
Viscera's thing was actually like a multiple hump situation, anyways.
Yeah. Shit.
So they
yeah,
just
I'd do that
extended
to
the
Tony
humps
Storm.
like 14 more times.
Yeah.
I don't know how a hump is a finisher, but you got it. You got it. Bro.
Listen, that man
I
was
mean,
horny.
Rikishi fucked you in the face. Like, I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah.
Nigga,
And if you look at
I'm
X
not,
Pac, he
but,
would
like,
literally shove his
I'm
dick
just
in
saying,
your face.
bro.
Yeah.
Like Rikishi's was just kind of like, Rikishi was already a gimmick, so it was just
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was
whatever on
gimmicky as hell.
Rikishi's thing. Viscero fucked you like on the middle of the fucking
Well,
ring.
the nigga
That's
was
crazy.
500. He's 500 pounds putting all his weight on. Like,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
the
I think I'm
thing.
They
done.
gave that
Yeah,
nigga the king of the ring though.
yeah. It's because of his weight.
But
It's literally because he's a
at that
fat
time,
ass
that was
nigga.
completely different.
Yeah,
Who's
he's
the
a
other?
fat ass nigga.
There was a really good match on the
On the pre-show?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, the NXT Championship match. That was tough. I like.
No, it would.
I mean the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
about
the-
to get
yeah,
into
that was a
that.
good match.
Title.
There was how many was there? It was 3.
three
Yeah.
matches. It was that tag team battle royale. It was the 3-way for the cruiserweight
Cruiserweight.
title, and
And
then
then
it
the
was the
tag
tag titles.
I was
Now,
about to
here's
get
my
into
thing.
that, but all right.
Okay, but what are we talking about now? We doing
Yeah, I was
what,
gonna
the
get
battle
into
royale or the-
one
I didn't
how
watch the battle royale.
how long and kind of pointless the pre-show was. I mean, like the tag
Pre-show
team
is usually
terminal
that long.
match,
Big Four.
because like they mentioned whoever wins that tag team terminal is like the best tag team in the world. Didn't the OC
Yeah.
Then they
just
just
win
have a
that
fucking-
like last month for one?
Hey,
Exactly.
I think-
Two. The
Pretty sure
they just like to
NXT,
throw slogans around.
yeah, the
And
NXT
this crazy part is,
cruiserweight title
OC
match.
was handing that bitch for 2 weeks, and then they didn't care no more.
Exactly.
But
Go
Shane
ahead.
McMahon cared for
Wait,
7
what you
months.
say about the Cruiserweights?
Yeah, the NXT Cruiserweight title match was kind of pointless because you hit kind of the wrong people.
was
I would have
hella
rather
pointless.
put Buddy Murphy against
Yo.
Leo
That
Rush
would've
and
been-
had somebody else from SmackDown. You just put
Yeah,
Cesaro
that's-
and Sin Cara like as a gimmick match. It made no
I know
sense,
it's
and it
fucking
shouldn't even been for the title.
That was definitely
Real Rush is
Kalisto,
gonna-
you racist bastard.
Cause Kalisto, you dumbass.
I'm snitching.
Boy, they put Lindsay Dorado, that motherfucker Grand Metal, you know.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Eddie Guerrero was in that match. Damn,
Oh
I
my
didn't know.
God.
Damn,
Bro, they had Dominic in the Cruiserweight Championship match.
Okay.
But he
I'm
was-
saying, Dominic is dead ass gonna win the Intercontinental title.
Listen, and
Both
I have no
niggas
problem
wear
with him
masks.
because he
That's all you
showed
need
his
to know.
potential in that match.
He hit
But-
the 619 flawless.
But going to that NXT Cruiserweight title, the thing is for me, right? Leo Rush is doing a great job at redeeming the championship. Because right
No.
now that is, other than the 24/7 title, that is the most worthless, pointless title in.
Who has
Because they don't have a real
R-Truth has
division.
it.
I think somebody, because they
R-Truth
said
has it
it was
again.
supposed to be defended on YouTube, like throughout the YouTube videos, but at
I'm
the same
actually
time,
kind of mad
don't
they
do
didn't
it.
do it.
They
on the
already know. You already know what they got to do with that title. The Truth 24/7. They just send R-Truth to backstage. Send them to backstage. You already know what got to happen. Know it has to.
CM Punk
You
wins
know
the
it
24/7
has
title.
to.
Yep.
You
No,
know it
but-
has to
And
happen.
CM
The
Punk
thing
was
is-
the 24/7 title.
He's never losing it.
Oh, he's never losing it. He's the best in the world. That's the best champion of all
Bro.
time. But the cruiserweight title, right? They have Funaki in that match, right? And the problem is, we haven't seen him. Obviously, Akira Tozawa, but we haven't seen him in how many months?
Oh, bro, this nigga was talking about. Yo,
They had
yo,
Jackie
Mark
Chan in the
Reyes,
match.
Yo, I dead ass sat here. I was like, yo, what the fuck with
But no, they when was the last time that we ever saw Akira Tozawa in a match?
like 2 weeks ago on Raw.
I don't.
He was going
Do
against
y'all
Buddy
really
Murphy.
be watching Raw like that?
No, I don't
I'd
watch.
be-
Hell
I
I'd
don't
be
no.
watch
bored.
weekly.
I only kept
I'd be
up last
bored,
night
nigga.
because I saw,
Leave me
fucking
alone.
AOP.
Li-
And I don't
Watching
like to see
Raw
the
is like
shit.
taking
That's
NyQuil.
really it.
Listen, I
Yeah.
think NXT should be 3 hours. Even though I love the 2 hour thing, if they need a 3 hour show, it's NXT. But I
And
feel
it-
like
yeah.
Ruin that quick.
within the 2 hours right now, it's always that one pointless match. Well, I get they're trying to show off other talent, but it's like the other
Bronson
top
Reed
people-
on the come up, bruh.
Yeah, Bronson Reed cool. I just get tired of seeing that fat ass nigga. I just be like, look, he gonna turn into the next Funkasaurus. That's what he's gonna
Stop!
do. That's what he's gonna
Stop!
Who's gonna be the cheerleaders?
do, bro.
they didn't put two black
Cameron
dudes. It's gonna be
Grimes and
Bianca Belair and
ACH
one
when
of
he
them.
eventually
Somebody-
resigned.
Yeah, did you say ACH? Oh hell,
Yeah, when he eventually resigns after calling WWE racist.
that he's dumb as hell. Not gonna lie, but
Low key,
That nigga.
I mean, he got out of his contract, so I guess in a sense he did great.
I mean,
But,
I really think nigga was overreacting. That's just me. But I
like,
ain't really.
I do understand the whole T-shirt,
Yeah, I understand.
but
I mean, let's not
Yeah, overly dramatic
the
about
history
it.
of the history of fucking Vince McMahon and wrestling hasn't been
yeah,
pretty
but,
clean.
but the thing is that at the point that he brought it out, they had already changed the shirt.
Yeah.
The shirt, I mean, all them shirts is ass. The only
Yeah,
the only
they're,
good shirts
like-
out there is Undisputed Era and fucking Street Profits. All them
Yeah.
shirts is ass. They really had a shirt that says "I'm the man's man." Who the fuck's gonna buy that?
Yeah, it's
faggot.
All
Oh,
them shirts have been
my
ass
bad.
for like 10 years. Ever since they started doing that Apex Predator shit with Randy Orton, ever since then, all the shirts been ass. But whatever.
yeah. I mean, then you also had the whole Becky Lynch with the I don't care about your feelings.
Yeah,
like-
we'll
Who
get to
is the
Becky
fucking
Lynch.
graphics designer?
We
They
will
need
get
find
to
one.
her. We will get to her at the end. because-
Yeah, I have a special critique about that match. But
Yeah.
we'll do that later.
So the opening match.
Wait, we didn't even talk about the tag team change.
No, we didn't. I feel like we
We
spoke
don't
about it so much
need to talk
earlier
about
that-
the tag team because that shit was ass.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
cool.
So the
Yeah.
opening.
They didn't have the
there
revival,
was-
so fuck that match.
Yeah, they could have done so many different things to have that match be way better than it is. And in a
Also-
sense, I didn't like the fact that it was in the pre-show, but there isn't another match that was on the card that I would have had replaced for that title match.
Or they just could have made the pre-show 1 hour and had 2 matches.
That's true.
Yeah.
What's the opening
Simple
match
solution.
again?
Low key as well,
women's.
fuck that women's 5v5 match. Because other than NXT, all the other teams stuck. You put Dana Brooke on
Yeah.
Team SmackDown, but not Mandy Rose. I'm still holding grudges about that.
What made me
facts.
laugh is that literally almost every female that was on all the teams had came through NXT.
No,
It was only like 2 females.
the only one critique I'll say that like I watched in this one that I was in, the females all had a spot where they basically all hit their finishes, but the niggas didn't, and I ain't like that because the niggas finishes be hard. Like you just had Randy Orton hit the RKO after he got eliminated.
And then you
Like-
had Drew McIntyre with the Claymore.
Yeah, but like there was so many more finishes you could have seen in that match that was like hard.
Yeah.
It
So
felt
what-
very rushed.
So what was the opening match? It was that 5v5 women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's-
Yeah, I mean, I'm very. It was like I was obviously rooting for Team NXT. I even tweeted out that I was Team NXT, but
You talking about the women's match?
yeah, the 5v5. I was going for Team NXT regardless of whatever fucking match it was, but other than there was nothing of sustenance there. There was nothing like that
How
would
did you
make
feel
me
about Sasha
remember
and
this
Liv?
for years.
If we can keep it a whole stack, you could have just cut Raw out of this whole paper.
Oh
They
hell
don't
yeah!
care about.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? For 25 years, Raw has been the show, and
As
it-
they
like,
claim.
it hasn't took any time for them to say fuck
Yeah.
Raw. They just
They-
said fuck Raw.
They claim it's been the D show, but I'd like to argue that early
SmackDown's
2000s,
been
They
better
haven't
for
been-
years.
SmackDown was kicking ass for
Yeah.
years.
Raw hasn't been the A show since like 2012.
Shit,
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
2012.
But
2013 was
but
like.
even early 2000s SmackDown when you had like Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit,
Hell
fucking
yeah.
Edge,
Wait, who you
all that-
mentioned after Eddie Guerrero?
Chris Benoit.
Who's that?
I don't know, bro. You tell me.
He don't exist.
I've never heard
Shit.
of him.
Shit. Honestly, bro. Never mind. We talk about that a different day. We talk about that a different day. I ain't even gonna go there
He must be talking
because
about
they
Chris
ain't gonna
Bennett.
like what I gotta say. But it's cool.
About what?
Chris, about the name that should not be named in WWE.
Oh, you talking about Chris Bennett? All right,
All
cool.
right. Oh, did y'all? Hey, we've been Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Who is this cameraman?
That man wanted butthole photos.
That is
Yo.
the horniest
Yo.
camera I've ever seen in the entire history. of
That
wrestling.
Yamage, bro.
That cameraman was secretly Jerry the King Lawler in disguise.
Yo, word.
The
Fuck.
Charlotte camera cut was the most frustrating thing I've ever
That's
seen.
It
crazy.
really was, because it's like, what are we
And she
looking
smacked
at?
her ass and she ain't had nothing. And it was just crazy.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Bitch,
She
how
smacked her
does-
ass and heard the bones rattle.
All right, tell me this: how does you know what I'm saying? This Latino dude, you know what I'm saying? I imagine he's a bitch, but how does he get this bitch with no ass? Like, How you?
Hey man,
when there's obviously way better looking motherfuckers in
Selena
general.
Vega has Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Listen. But that's
Hey, Aleister Black scored, yo.
Well, listen. All I'm gonna say is
That's a
Aleister
W.
Black look like he really killed people. So like,
That's
I'm
I
not-
wouldn't fuck with Aleister Black.
That's Norwegian Lil Reese.
I'm not
Whoever the
fucking
fuck
with
that
him.
nigga is.
I'm not. I just let
I
him have
think
it.
he's
Like, you
from
got it, bro.
Amsterdam or something like that.
Amsterdam Lil Reese, whatever.
Yeah, I
And-
mean,
Yeah.
I
He
wouldn't.
got
I
it.
wouldn't fuck with him.
Yeah. Oh, that's your girl. You got
that's the scary.
it.
The next match on the
But,
card, we have low key to me. It's probably the second match of the night. If it wasn't for the NXT title match, it would have been match of the
Mid-card
night.
titles?
We have the mid card
yes.
title triple threat match
Yes.
with Roderick
Hell
Strong,
yeah.
Very slow
Shinsuke,
at first.
and AJ Styles. Man, that
I love the pacing, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. There
I
was
like,
some.
I was trying to figure out where are they going, and then they got better.
Yeah.
Got real hot. Got way better.
Cause
It was
Shinsuke,
one of those things.
Nigga, Shinsuke came out and said, "Fuck y'all, I'm kicking all y'all."
Yeah. I feel like it was one of those things where they just had to get like used to each other first,
Yeah.
and then once they got used to each other, it was like, all right, we on. But
Exactly.
that move where AJ had who was it? Was it Roddy had AJ or AJ? Shinsuke did the kick off the top rope
I can't remember.
where everybody landed fucking awkwardly. I was like, yo, either kneecap broken
yeah.
or somebody split their head. Like
Yeah,
Shinsuke
yeah.
did that like missile drop kick, that RVD missile drop kick
Oh yeah. I got you.
off the top rope, and
Roderick
like,
landed on
everybody landed
AJ.
awkwardly. Yeah, I was like,
Nakamura's going to last 2 more years in that company.
Yeah.
oh, I think Nakamura said that after this contract ends, he's retiring to begin with. So did
Yeah.
AJ. AJ said
yeah,
that.
AJ
that
said
makes
that
more sense. I know AJ was
AJ
going to retire,
retired.
but now
It's
the
gonna
job
hurt.
of Nakamura makes more sense.
Because AJ Styles for me, like, he got me into TNA.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
like-
say AJ Styles for this generation
Him and
now
Kurt
as
Angle,
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
for this generation now as well. I feel like it'll have the same amount of impact as when Edge retired.
Oh, bro, nah.
Because
nah,
for
hold on.
me,
Oof,
listen,
Edge
for
retired.
me, Edge retiring, especially after watching.
But it's not that Edge
WrestleMania,
retired; it's how and why he retired.
Yeah,
That's
that-
why.
Even
He
then,
had
I
no
feel like
choice but to retire. So it's
yeah,
fucked.
but
and he
I
just
feel
came
like
off
regardless-
a W.
yeah, I feel like regardless, we would have felt like
AJ's
super
just
sad.
an old ass dude
Hey,
who's got to take
hey.
care of his kids.
Okay,
No, yeah,
first-
at that
first of
time,
all,
Edge
first-
could have fought for like
hey,
another
hold
10
on,
plus
time out.
years.
You ain't about to disrespect Edge like that, you motherfucker. So, okay, you better get your shit
I
straight.
wasn't calling Edge old. I'm talking about I was talking about
Yeah,
AJ. I'm saying
Yeah,
AJ's old now.
yeah, nah, nigga. You said Edge, nigga. You better get that shit right. Say it with your chest, nigga.
Edge in my top, basically 10. Something like that.
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah,
stuttering
Edge is.
ass.
I think Edge is in my top 5.
Yeah.
Also one of the top
easily.
5 heels of all time. We didn't
Oh,
make a top 5
hell
heels.
yeah,
Hey, we
Him,
get to that.
JBL, and
The Miz.
I'm not
Miz
gonna count
easily.
because he was kind of. He's not really a wrestler.
Miz easily on the list.
No, but we were talking about
Miz is-
heels though.
Is that 5 me? Like he's such a great heel, but I don't know where. Like JBL was just great at a heel, at being a heel, and it was his only. It was his only way he could just succeed.
No,
in that
but
character.
I
And
would
Edge
agree
was
with.
also a great heel, but it was also because of the fact that like that nigga cheated in real life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So,
nah.
that
the
helps.
Edge
That-
and
that was
Hardy
on some
story-
He
sly
wasn't
shit.
just a dick. He was a dick in real life. At that point. in his
Yeah,
life.
he was sticking his dick in random spots,
Yeah.
which makes
Yeah,
me
that
also
mid-card
look at
title
Lita
match
a
was-
little different. It's like,
Yo,
bitch, the fuck wrong with you? Like,
honestly, I thought they should have saved Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne for later in the card, but I think they did it the way they did because them niggas just came off of the games of days.
Yeah, I was just about to
Yeah.
get into that. One to
A lot of
5.
people
What do
thought
you give
Pete
the
Dunne
mid
was gonna
card
win.
champion match?
I would give it a 4.
4.
I give it a 4. We didn't rate the 5v5 women's, but if anything, I'll give that shit a 2.
We didn't have to.
2.5.
Shit is
I
ass.
actually
Yeah,
did
she
like the
was
part
trash. She was
though where
the-
they had like it was the 3. It was like 3 of NXT versus it was like one of each.
Yeah.
Team,
Well,
It was
Sasha
cool.
Banks
NXT
And then they
had
fucked- and
all
then
them
they- and then they just
stacks
left.
though.
Oh damn. Them niggas
Nah,
went
that
away.
shit was gay as hell. Cause how they just gonna team up for the last of the shit? Like, come on.
Well, because the thing is that they technically weren't fucking eliminated.
Well, no. I'm talking about like before they came back.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
jumped
yeah. You're right.
Everybody else.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. I mean, as they say, fortunate alliances are always created and fucking yada yada
We
yada.
gotta get out of.
Blow my
Hey
head
man,
out.
I'm so tired of they. I can't believe this nigga. I don't truly think his voice blew out, but the fact that Rule was not there, I think it took out from him.
Nah,
I
it
think
it
if Bro
wasn't
was
because
there,
his
I think
voice
this
blew out.
whole pay-per-view would have been
Yeah.
like way
But
better.
how do
It's
y'all
already great.
feel about that situation though? Like
Adam Cole not Adam Cole.
Morrow,
Or Michael
Corey
Cole.
Morrow.
Graves.
Michael Cole being there, like I genuinely like. If there's one person in the entire company I just want to hate with a kendo stick, bro, it's Michael Cole. I'm tired.
But regardless, I feel like this is the thing, right? We have I would say for all of us because we all grew up at the same time period. Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross are like in a special, like, I guess you would say special team. How long we heard,
Don't think
even
that.
though Jerry
Law-
King the King Lawler could fuck off
Yeah,
because
Lawler can fuck off without Jay.
But you know why?
JR,
He's ass now. He's not heel no more.
because his shit is all, but at the same time his shit is all outdated. Like, tell me, and I told this to T-Mac.
I
No,
said the
he's
same
not
thing.
at all. No,
They need
but
to stop doing that shit. I don't know
no,
why.
but the
they
shit
make
that he
Jerry a face.
uses, the shit that he uses even as a face is so outdated. Like, tell me,
It's like this
I
shit
literally
ain't the
told T-Mac.
90s.
I
It ain't
literally
the
told
early
T-Mac
2000s.
like a day or two ago.
We're in
A day or two ago,
2019.
when
Fuck off.
the fucking comment with Roderick Strong, he said something about Roderick Strong's nose. It was like, was I supposed to be like, oh
The whole
shit, he
commentary
got
on the
him?
main roster is fucking. But like, just him and Michael Cole in general, man.
Yeah.
Just.
They're
But
good.
no,
I feel
like,
like
Jerry needs to
regardless-
retire.
Oh my god!
I'm sick of
did
this
you
nigga.
see that?
Yeah.
Like, yes, man. Fucking see
Nah,
big
but you know, this is how you know they don't give a fuck about Raw, because of the commentators they gave them. Like, they ain't having even the decency to get Byron Saxton. Even though, like, I get tired of that nigga. Like, they could at least gave somebody that niggas heard for, like,
They got a nigga off the streets.
Wait, for who?
Dion, man.
They got a nigga that was playing ball or some shit.
Oh, Dio Madden. I
Yeah,
mean,
like-
he was on NXT, and
But
then
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
I
like,
guess.
he
But I
could
mean,
have got
this nigga
somebody
was
like
fresh off,
niggas
like, you know what I'm
actually
saying? He
knew.
just
Oh,
took his
yeah.
pads off, and then Vince was like, "Yo, come here."
Like, they ain't have to be the
I
best
mean,
commentators.
the
but,
one thing I do have to say when it comes to the commentators, Nigel McGuinness is very underrated.
yes,
I feel like he
That
is
whole
a-
NXT crew is
he's
amazing.
a great.
Man.
I mean,
For a
I
woman's
would say
commentator,
Morrow-
like Beth is getting through there, but I fucks with Beth. I'm saying,
I
Yeah.
fucks with Beth, but she has a lot to way to go.
yeah,
Like, I would have
'cause
rather
really
Beth
Renee
called
Young.
Finn Balor
I-
Finn
if we're talking
Balor.
about
I'm never
female-
gonna forgive her for that.
what?
via
When
Finn
Beth
Balor.
called Finn Balor Finn Balor, and like,
Just like
Yeah.
that's on a similar level as Adam said Jeff Harvey
Oh god.
to me.
yeah,
Like,
God.
it's just that fucking bad. And I know I'm rehashing things here, but
I
when Mike
don't
Adamle
remember.
said
I
Jeff
watched
Harvey,
a video of him being general manager. I swear to God, I don't remember.
I really don't remember that either. I think it's
He
because
was
of how
dead at
bad it
general
was.
manager for like a month.
I
Who?
feel like it was because of how bad it was. Mike Adamle.
Yeah,
Who the fuck? What?
you don't remember Mike Adamle?
No, I don't.
So
The guy that
which
said
Rumble
Jeff
was that?
Hardy.
2008?
Yeah, 0809, I think.
Yeah, one of the Rumbles. They had this.
I
nigga
think
that,
I think it
he's-
was
he was
before.
like an ESPN dude or some shit.
Yeah,
think
I
he
feel
played
like it was
ball.
Tragic.
before.
Tragic.
And
tragic.
they was trying to get that mainstream shit, so he came through and they just was like they
He
kept
just
bringing him back.
fucking
And then
him.
one day they was like, "Yo, Mike Adamle, yeah, we know you fucking mess up everything every time, but we're gonna make you general manager." And he was general manager, fucked up everything. Like he would be
Oh.
like John fucking Sabbath,
You know who else was a
fucking
hateable ass nigga?
Bautista.
John Laurinaitis. I
He would
hated
call
John.
a suplex to fucking
But
like,
you know what?
450 splash or some shit. It was
Yeah,
so
but here's
whack.
the thing. John Laurinaitis, he was whack, but what he was meant to do,
that was his
he
gimmick.
did it well.
he made
and
2012
everybody
so just
I hated that
unbearable.
nigga.
Like sometimes
Because
I-
Raw was already
I-
leaning
Bro.
towards the point where it was trash.
So John Laurinaitis, like I hated John Laurinaitis. There's not many people.
Also,
like,
he's married to the Bella Twins' mama. Yo, that's just
Wait,
fucking
what?
hilarious.
What a
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, he's married to their
Pimp
mom.
shit.
Yeah, John Laurinaitis is
You
married
cap.
to the Bella Twins' mom. So he's
Shit.
technically their father, like their stepdaddy.
Pimp
so
shit.
John Cena and John Laurinaitis.
Could have been related.
Nah,
That's
bro.
crazy.
The doubt that makes the John Cena, Daniel Bryan, John Laurinaitis story so much better. It really does. Like, wait till I see
They
you
should
at
have said that shit.
Thanksgiving,
It,
nigga.
I
Wait till
that
I
makes
see
more
you
sense
at
now.
Thanksgiving, nigga. I bet you won't get no fucking turkey, nigga. I bet
But
you
at
won't
the
get
time,
no turkey.
at the
I wonder
time
what the fuck
of
Daniel Bryan
the
eats for dinner.
I
fucking
bet you
tree
won't
bark,
get no cranberry sauce.
Nigga be eating fucking.
that motherfucker eating tree bark and grass. No, but
No
at
string
the
bean
time,
casserole for you.
at the time around 2012, they weren't together yet. They got married in like 2015,
Yeah.
2016.
People
Um,
power was so just.
But the
They're
thing
gonna-
is
yo,
that
I
it
just thought of
got
this.
the job done.
They're gonna turn Matt Riddle into fucking.
It got the
Zack
job
Ryder.
done, but it wasn't like
Stop.
Yo,
Stop.
Hey, by the
They're
way,
turn Matt Riddle into
before
Zack
you even,
Ryder.
Oh,
hey, yo,
fuck.
T-Mac, before you even ask Pete Dunne versus Adam Cole, 20 out of 5. Just to let you know.
Oh yeah, that's a 5 out of 5. And I wanted
Yeah.
to make a when that motherfucker Pete Dunne went for his finisher and got it
Yeah.
reversed into a fucking Panama Sunrise.
Yeah, that was when they
Yo.
put it over the top. That was when they hit 5 stars, bro.
I was like, yo, hey,
Yeah.
that shit was amazing. And
But
I mean, it gets done commonly in the indie scene, but when you
Yeah.
see something like that in WWE, especially from two high caliber talent as
Yeah.
Pete Dunne and Adam Cole, it's like fucking icing on the fucking cake. Just putting the cherry on top of your ice.
and y'all know what I peeped about the last shot too? How they be calling it the last shot when he hits it in the front when it's a shining wizard. Like whenever he hits it to their face, like directly, then you know he's not winning. He's not
Yeah,
winning.
it's always to the back of the head.
Yeah, and
But here's
then
the thing. It's similar to like how a clothesline is also, and there's also like they call it a suicide dive, but they also say tope suicida, which
whatever
is
the
just
fuck
same
Morrow
thing in
says.
Spanish. Mamma mia! You know, he does all
Yeah.
his extra like I'm gonna shoot myself type. You
Yeah.
know, emphatic screams that he
Yo.
does. Which
How did
obviously
you
makes
just
it
do
way
that?
better.
Yeah, the Mamma Mia was hard.
What? How did I
Hold-
do it with
hold-
my voice?
hold-
Yeah,
hold-
nah. the way
Bronx,
you
why
it
did
was
you
good.
just do
It
that?
was really good. It was great.
Because
Claps up to you. A+, my guy. A+.
I mean, I don't know if to take that as sarcasm or not, but thank you.
No,
I guess.
I was being serious.
Oh, okay. I know,
I
teammate,
know
you
my
being a
voice.
bitch, but
Oh, nigga, this is Mark. Come on. Oh my
no,
God.
I'm saying I'm talking
Oh.
shit about T-Mac though.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Oh,
But what was the match after that? Oh yeah, the match after that was the
Brock and
Universal
Rey.
Championship match. Brock Lesnar versus Rey
Now-
Mysterio. After that we had Team SmackDown defeating.
the only thing I just want to mention about Brock versus Rey, not Brock versus Rey Mysterio, Fiend versus Daniel Bryan, it's in the similar vein as Matt
Oh,
Riddle
shit.
versus Finn Balor. I feel like the match would have been way better if it had way more development time.
Bro, no
But-
bullshit. I low-key forgot about that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
with like if you look at the match wasn't bad
It wasn't
at
It
all.
was- It just, you could tell he was no shit like the whole.
I mean, that's the point of the Fiend as
Yeah.
well, but at the same time, again, it's a victim of circumstance when it comes to, like, originally we all know it was supposed to be NXT versus WWE World versus Universal title, but at
Yeah.
the same time, you're not gonna have the Fiend lose, but you're also not gonna have Brock lose. So who's
Exactly.
automatically taking the pin? Adam Cole.
And
Now,
you can't do that.
who pins Adam Cole?
No.
Exactly. So that's why everything got separated. But
yeah. and
I
even
do-
still, you can't have, like, if NXT's supposed to come out looking strong, you can't have.
exactly, you can't
can't.
have them just like literally
Yeah.
be squashed. It
It-
would have
it-
been a squash match.
It was always like, you know how, like, they will always switch the title right before, like, the last couple years. The year before, last year, it was Daniel Bryan. The year before that, it was AJ Styles beating Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
And it's like, you are, like, you just set them up to be, like, super strong, and it made them niggas lose instantly. like,
Exactly,
Sunday.
yeah. Yep.
And it's like,
I
you can't
give
keep doing
that match in total like probably a 3.
What you talking about for
The
Ray
Universal title match.
Oh, you know what? I'll give it a 3.5 because like I remember vividly just sitting there, and when I saw Dominic hit a low blow and that whole sequence started, my heart was like almost jumping out my throat in
Yeah.
excitement. So
I'm gonna
I'll
give
give
it
it
a
a
4.
3.5. I'll
I'm
give
gonna
it.
give it a 4.
I was talking about the Bray Wyatt, Daniel Bryan.
Oh,
I give
Bray
that-
Wyatt, Daniel
I give
Bryan.
that
I'll give it a
3.
2.5.
I would give it a 3. I would be pissed if it's just a one-off match. If it does lead to like an actual feud with Bray Wyatt
I
and
would
Daniel
enjoy
Bryan,
it way. Yeah.
then I would be more happy
Yeah.
about this match. But if it's just like a one-off match and then we move to Roman Reigns end up burying Bray Wyatt, then I'll be even more pissed about it.
I don't. Yeah, I really don't think that Bray Wyatt should, or sorry, the Fiend should lose anytime soon, or in a sense get. I wouldn't say buried because they're not gonna get buried. I still feel like it would be a very solid match against Roman, but I do feel
It's
like
gonna
Roman would
happen at
win,
Mania.
and
There's a rumor that
nobody is
Roman
really
is supposed to win the Royal Rumble, and if that happens, you're just you went 2 steps forward, and now you're gonna go like 18 steps back.
Look,
yes,
One thing I respect about Roman as of late is he's like the one nigga. Like, granted, I used to hate this nigga a lot, but he gives the nod to the niggas that actually do put on a good ass match with him.
yeah, that whole
Like,
Keith Lee
post-match-
situation.
Yeah, the Keith Lee, he did it to Buddy Murphy too. Like,
Yeah.
John Cena didn't really do that shit for real, for real. Nigga just win and be like, all right.
That's the
Just keep on
thing.
It
going.
was very
that-
rare that he gave
Yeah.
like he dabs. Yeah,
Like, I like that Roman's actually like, yo, good ass match. Granted, he ain't faced like a true heel really good like that yet. But like, it's like these niggas right here, like they out here trying to prove themselves. He give them that nod. It's like, like I feel like Roman's in a position now. You really just don't need a nigga on a championship anytime soon. Like, you just don't.
yeah, he really like he. I think he's, in a sense, he surpassed a title reign.
Yeah. Like,
He's winning
just-
the IC
it's
title
like-
soon.
The one thing that I think about Roman is that, I do think that they should turn him heel,
Yeah.
because I feel like that's also something that the fans would enjoy or start rooting
I've
for. In a
been
sense.
wanting that since Seth Rollins got injured.
Yes.
And they just
Now-
never pulled the trigger.
Yeah. Now, the one thing I will say is that, regardless of whether he talks on the mic or whatever, if you need a good match,
He'll
you
give
can
it to
count
you.
on Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah.
Because I think, what was it? Was it 2017 or 2017 where Shane McMahon had gotten the spear by Roman?
Yeah.
Or like he did the coast to coast, and then he got speared by Roman, where he eventually got taken out.
Yeah.
One
was
could
2017.
say
I think
Braun Strowman
For
is
what-
where he is because of Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
Honestly.
in a sense.
Without Roman, he's not getting pushed nowhere.
Because that
Yeah,
feud heading
and I-
into No
again-
Mercy with their I think it was a last man standing match or an ambulance match, Roman put
Ambulance
over
match.
Braun. And that match went from a potential going into it like 3-star, maybe 2. That was match of the night.
Yeah. The good thing about it is that I feel like Braun has amazing potential, or at that point did have amazing potential. 'cause
Before he
we
got
all
big
fucked
on
over by Brock Lesnar.
But that's the thing. I'm gonna tell you why. Is because every time it was a situation for Braun where they would build him up. He's on this high. Oh, he lost another title chance.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right about the Brock Lesnar part. Every time Braun lost, it was because of Lesnar.
Yeah.
Every
So
time.
like
Every
if you
single time.
wait, first off, what match are we technically reviewing? Are we on the men's match now?
We
Because we
we're
went
on
through
the
Brock and
Survivor
Ray
Series
already.
men's match.
Yeah, we
once
did that
get back
earlier.
to it.
Okay, so
It's they disrespected the fuck out of Walter.
yeah, first off, they disrespected the fuck out of Walter. I know there are people that don't like Walter. It's understandable. Not everybody likes everybody, but
That
Walter
is the NXT
needed
UK
to be
champion.
that motherfucker who would go and slap the shit out of everybody and their mama, and he should have lasted longer than he did.
They
made
gave
look
him
like a
that
bitch,
classic
and he's
Samoa
undefeated
Joe
right now.
treatment.
He should have beat Braun and then ate the Claymore from Drew after. I would have been okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like he still got to eat that Claymore. Like I don't. He still got
Yeah.
to eat that.
but
But take
if
out
anything, if anything, what Survivor Series proved was that Braun is still super fucking over,
Yeah.
and that I still think he deserves a title,
Yeah.
like a title reign with the Universal title. But at the same time, it's too fucking late.
I don't
Because
It's
when
not
it
really
happened-
too late because you can do a thing with Braun and Bray Wyatt because Bray hinted at it when he first introduced the Fiend. When he was talking about, I remember everything, and like he
But
hinted
I'm
as
saying in
Braun
the sense-
Strowman leaving the Wyatt family, like it was his fault, so he's holding a grudge on
Yeah.
that. So you can play it off of that, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be perfectly fine. But I'm saying it won't have that same amount of like specialty as to like a year ago. Braun was so like the man was
He should have won
literally
that
your
crown
most
jewel.
talent. Like he was literally your most over talent out of.
I'm not big on them no more just because like I've seen what they did to the past. It is like I just have no nigga winning ever.
It's like
I'm just like
think about it. Now in WWE there are so many big men that are so agile, and Braun is honestly one of them. I'm surprised he hasn't done a.
all I'm saying is if you gave me a Keith Lee and a Braun match, I'm gonna be pissed if Keith Lee loses.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like the same feeling that I had. The feeling that I had when I thought Ray was gonna win the title was
Yeah.
the same feeling that I had when fucking Keith Lee caught Roman and did that sit down power bomb.
Yep.
Bro,
I thought
oh
it
my
was
God.
over, and
Yeah.
I wanted it to be over. And regardless of the outcome,
He
I
still
think
came out
it's
strong.
proven that Keith Lee is the future of the WWE. And again, Mark Henry walked so that Keith Lee could. That motherfucker
Yeah.
is striding. He's
Yeah.
gonna win a title soon in NXT, and then he will come up to the main roster or whatever the fuck they decide to do with him, and dominate like usual.
Now, what do y'all think if tomorrow, if they have them lose, if UE drops the titles to Dodge?
I'll be perfectly fine with
I would
it, to be
too.
honest.
Like but it's I don't understand. I don't like right now. I don't see their vision for Undisputed Era. Like I don't see it.
Yeah, it's like it's very blurry. But
because
yeah,
good.
you could go.
Oh yeah. It's just for me. Like it's just like they got all the gold now. Like they make them look like bitches all the time.
Yeah,
But
it's
they
like,
supposed to be them niggas.
yeah, it's like you got all the gold now.
They should be running around like the Shield.
What
just fucking niggas
they
up
are
and not
in
running shit.
because of the current division is, I'm gonna bring it up during the triple threat main event, Becky Lynch. I said it going into WrestleMania. I didn't want her winning the title. I didn't want her to go to Raw because Raw's women's division sucked. And it was just going to downplay her title reign. And it was going to just be stale and everybody was going to just turn on her. What happened?
Yeah,
She went to Raw. There's no competition. Everybody was on Raw. You moved them to SmackDown for no reason. And now we just got a stale, repetitive Becky Lynch. And it's just trash.
Now here's the thing, and this is the specific comment that I mentioned at the beginning of the episode or podcast, whatever you want to call this. I had made a statement to T-Mac basically saying I don't think that the main roster female talent know how to fully properly work a multi-women match. And I would compare it to NXT with, week 2 of NXT on USA.
Mm-hmm.
He had a fatal 4-way women's match for a number 1 contendership for the women's title. That shit was fucking amazing. And it was Bianca Belair, Mia Yim, Io Shirai, and Candice LeRae. Every single one of them killed it. Shayna Baszler, I feel like was held back in a sense
Because she had to carry the match too much.
Exactly. She had to basically hold back her potential to then, I guess lower her standards to meet Becky and Bayley. And this is not to say that Becky and Bayley aren't good wrestlers, good female wrestlers. But to be honest with you, even though Shayna Baszler is almost 10 years older than Bayley and almost 8 years older than Becky, she has the best ring maneuverability, move set, everything. I think out of the 3, Shayna Baszler is obviously the best one.
Yeah.
and I'm happy that it ended the way that it did with Shayna Baszler winning. But I do not like the little thing that they did after. It was like
Yeah.
it wasn't necessary.
It was pointless as fuck and made her win so invalid.
Yeah, I understand Becky's one of those like, oh, you didn't beat me, which might into another match with them in the future. But personally, I don't think thinking about it now, that made no fucking sense.
Yeah, because it was
plotting the Four
weak.
Horsewomen shit at WrestleMania. And unfortunately, the shit that pissed me off, I know that match is probably main event WrestleMania.
But here's the thing: that match should have already happened.
Yeah.
The Four Horsewomen versus Four Horsewomen.
Hell yeah, it should have already happened. If anything, it
'Cause-
should have happened at WrestleMania 35.
If anything, it
It's
should
just-
happen
I
at
don't think
SummerSlam this year.
I don't think it should be main event though, for sure. I don't.
No, maybe
No.
like third match to main event.
Yeah,
Like third match from the main event.
Yeah,
The
the
main
first
Survivor
main
Series
event,
should have
'cause
been
you know
main
WrestleMania
event.
they got like 3 main events.
Yeah. So it'd be like the third.
The first marquee match.
Yeah, make it that, and I'll be perfectly fine. But if I'm gonna, like, I'm not trying to discredit any of the women in WWE, but again, WWE doesn't know when to properly pull things, because just like with Braun and a whole bunch of situations, this would be something that has happened already too late.
Asuka shouldn't have lost.
Yes, she should not have lost. She technically should have been undefeated for probably the rest of that year.
She should have been undefeated till this year WrestleMania.
But WWE doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know when to pull shit. So like for me, I understand Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke had to like continue to develop, but even then they have their MMA background and shit like that. It would have been a good match.
Hold on, which one of them is the tall, skinny?
The one with the one that kind of looked like.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
ugly
that's
as fuck.
Jessamine. That's Jessamine Duke.
Yeah, that's all I had to say on her. She just
Marina
ugly as fuck.
Shafir
That's
is,
really all I had to say.
I think we all know, but Marina Shafir is Roderick Strong's wife.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I personally feel like the match wasn't horrible and wasn't bad, but it wasn't.
It wasn't
It
main event.
didn't
worthy.
live to the.
Nigga, if you want to put NXT on a marquee matchup, made that the NXT Championship match to finish.
Yeah, that
would
would have been
beautiful. That would have been just to put the icing on the cake of the fact that NXT already won all the
Exactly.
points, and now it's like, now here's what our championship matches look like. Boom, in the show.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this.
Niggas need to give me a contract right now, bro.
I feel like Survivor Series and Takeover and this weekend in general wasn't bad. I
No.
think it was in like together, grouping them together is actually was probably one of the best
Yeah.
was probably one of the best like weekends in the
Yep.
last couple years when it comes to WWE.
I believe the time frame from Survivor Series to Royal Rumble, they should be featured on the same page. Because takeovers, there's not many takeovers. So takeovers should have that same mystique as like one of the big fours at all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like putting.
I feel like in
couple of
the
them-
I feel like in the male and women do 10-10-10.
Yeah,
You understand? Like 10 NXT, 10 SmackDown, 10 Raw.
yeah.
And then I guess if you want it, even if it was something like if an NXT guy wins, he could challenge for the NXT title, or he could challenge for a main roster world title.
Well, I think we got to get out of the concept of calling the main roster at this point too. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like that, like the IWC, like as a whole, everybody's so used to just the main roster. At this point, like no, fuck that. NXT is the main shit because these other shows
they're
be on
the
nut shit.
they're the main shit thing, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like
It's hard
it's
to
so
get out of that.
engraved in your head.
Yeah,
that
The expectation.
it just automatically slips out, basically saying main roster.
Yeah, but or like who basically I think Survivor Series 2 should have played into whoever had the most point is the main event of Royal Rumble. I mean, main event of WrestleMania. That should have been like
Yeah, because
a
bragging rights
reward
with
for the
Survivor
team
Series
that
don't
wins.
mean anything anymore.
Yeah, like, but if they had that, like, whichever team wins gets the main event of WrestleMania. Could you imagine that the match that had like Gargano versus Cole instead of NXT Takeover, it happened at WrestleMania, and how many niggas saw that, and then
Yep.
how many more people would just watch NXT just off of that alone?
You know what's the problem? As much as I love NXT, it's WrestleMania is a different situation because it's a lot of like genuine wrestling fans.
That's true.
So everybody's gonna know about let's just say if it was Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole or Pete Dunne versus Adam Cole, whatever the fuck it is for an NXT match. Everybody's gonna know who they are. They're gonna know their potential. It would have to be something like a non-Big Four pay-per-view to where they would have to showcase that talent. But the problem is also a lot of casual wrestling fans are fucking ignorant as hell.
Yep.
And I say it because they'll go and they'll trash NXT without never watching NXT.
Yeah.
It's
And
weirdos.
then say, oh, because we got Seth Rollins and Roman, but then you don't see all the good matches that NXT's having. And then in a sense, if you want to go in a very like a much lesser sense, I would even say that for 205 Live because they have some great fucking shows, great matches, but then you get automatically shit on. So it's like you can never win with a casual wrestling fan.
They're in the worst scheduling time frame ever.
They
are right behind SmackDown.
Yeah, right after, and
SmackDown ends at 9 o'clock.
And then the problem, because you have it, your SmackDown for you is 6 to 8, right? No, 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because over here, New York City, East Coast is 8 to 10.
Yes, sir. That's the vibe.
So, yeah, it's and I worry because 205 Live was canceled this past week. So
what?
It was the episode of 205 Live was canceled.
Damn.
Not that 205 Live itself was canceled. It was just that episode was canceled. So it kind of worries me about where they're gonna go.
If anything, they should make it a show before or after T.
But there's a reason to show you why.
Just
Only Lorcan has
NXT.
already left. Mike Kanellis has already left. You have what's his name? Brian Kedrick, he's on an indefinite leave from wrestling.
Yeah.
Because, he had that whole situation where he hasn't even challenged for a fucking NXT title in like 3 years. Not NXT title, Cruiserweight title.
In like
for
3
like
or 4
3 years. So it's like, there's a reason why everything is shrinking little by little by little.
But I think that in reality is helping them just officially pull the plug on 205, which sucks because they good.
Yeah, they're good. But I guess in a reason that's why they brought up Buddy Murphy and Cedric Alexander and Humberto Carrillo and all them motherfuckers.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I don't really fuck with Mustafa. I don't like him that much.
I have a personal love for Mustafa. I love him as a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like I'll say,
I think it's just
understand though.
I don't fuck with it.
I feel like I understand why people don't like him. It's just a gimmick, but
it feels forced.
Yeah, when you see him in real life, though, he's like a genuinely good person, and like, he's already done shit for like, when the school season started recently, he was actually like finishing off teachers like Amazon wish lists for like classroom supplies and all this extra shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes he'll send fans care packages and all this other stuff, and it's like it goes to show he's genuinely a nice person. But I could also see why people don't like him.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
just
the-
feel like
Or not that
ever since
don't care. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm in the
that's more
point
so.
where
It's
it's like I don't care for him as much. I mean, he could have got the push for Money in the Bank. That's cool, but like overall, I just don't see real true value as like a fan of SmackDown. It's like other than
I
matches
feel like
against
he could have a
Shinsuke.
great mid card reign.
especially with the direction they headed to. Like one, they brought in Cain Velasquez, and at this point, we don't even know what the fuck show this nigga's on.
Man, that potato sack motherfucker. I don't care about him.
And then on top of that too, look at the other niggas that's on SmackDown. Like, I really don't care to see him to get a championship opportunity before like the Miz or something like that. Like you gotta, because I think he just missed his opportunity because of the injury. Like I think that opportunity is gone. For real.
Yeah.
If he
I
ain't
mean,
get hurt,
yeah. And the
because
thing
like
is,
the Kofi Mania, like come on.
yeah, it came out because of the orbital eye injury. But the thing is, at the same time, I feel like it's just how they generally booked him. Because every time it's like another Braun situation. Anytime he gets promising, they shit on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So-
I think Elias would have been a great Intercontinental champion.
Listen,
Not a
that-
major.
I've said that. I've said that for the longest.
He just has the look of a great mid card champion.
and he has a good moveset.
Yes.
The
Even
problem
he need to change
is
his finisher. Gay, but you know.
the problem. What's it called? I'm sorry, I'm getting messages and shit like that. But
Everybody in
the
chat, we're
problem
just
is-
talking about random shit at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we've already went through the entire card, but
Yeah.
the thing with Elias is that he became a lackey
Yeah.
Just
for
like
Baron
Drew
Corbin.
McIntyre.
I was just
and for
about to
fucking,
say that.
Shane McMahon. So
And
it's like that's why I feel like a lot of these people are not being given the respect they deserve as a wrestler because of the fact that how can I respect somebody like let's just say Drew McIntyre? If I was walking down the street, I wouldn't fuck with Drew
That nigga
McIntyre.
is scary.
Okay,
But
I've
then he
literally
was Shane
crossed
McMahon.
paths with people taller than him. Even like, I feel like I'd have better chances. During the moment that I pass by xKingTmac and fucking Times Square than I do if I was to pass Drew McIntyre. 'Cause
I'd
I feel
rather
like Drew
take
McIntyre.
on Dijakovic than Drew McIntyre.
I feel like
That would be a
he
beautiful
would
match.
literally beat me to a bloody pulp. But now it's like, how can I respect you if you fucking listening to what Baldy's telling you to do?
Yeah. But the pop he got last night.
Same
when
thing
he
for
came
Bobby
out-
Lashley in a sense as well.
Man, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
I'm tired
He started
of that nigga.
showing his ass, and it's like,
Bruh.
sir, huh?
Listen,
you doing?
bro. The pop McIntyre got last night, just off the strength of coming out. I was hoping they would have just made it a fatal
The-
five with
The pop he
Man,
got
he
for
was-
just coming out, and as well as he did that little spot with Randy Orton. I
Yeah.
don't know if he saw it. Like, they
That
was
could be
both
a-
jawing at each other, and he's like, yo, you been champion 93 times. It's my time now. And Randy was like, you just jealous of me because I'm taller than you. I'm bigger than you. That shit was lit.
Yeah, I
Shit's
feel like
hilarious.
I feel that I going like his situation. I feel like thinking like going back to Drew McIntyre at NXT. I feel like his NXT title reign, first off, was one of the best, but
It got fucked
would
over.
have lasted so much longer if it wasn't for the fact that he got injured during that match with Andrade.
Yeah.
I don't think Andrade would have won the title there. I feel like he would have won it against Gargano, but he wouldn't have won the title there against Drew McIntyre if Drew McIntyre was still healthy by the end
You
of
think
that match.
Andrade's gonna be a world champion?
He should have been already.
See, that's the thing. Coming
Here's the thing.
into, like, after the draft, they said Drew McIntyre was going to get a push. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
either it's going to happen at the Royal Rumble, or, like, you have to do something. Because this is getting ridiculous. You have a guy like Drew McIntyre who looks like a world champion, speaks like a world champion. His moveset is one of the best movesets you can have for a
And
big
it's
man.
fucking
And it's like,
devastating. Like I
you-
wouldn't want to take a Claymore kick from Drew McIntyre.
Exactly. I don't want to take a chop, a Claymore kick, a future shock DDT.
He's
Like,
just scary, man.
facts.
This whole
Yo,
that
I
whole
forgot about
Undertaker
the
thing was
bro.
weird.
I forgot the future shot DDT. That shit was hard.
He just brought it back too.
Thankfully, shit, that shit is a great fucking move, especially when he
He need
does
to bring
it.
back his old theme song. I'm very optimistic about
Ah, dream broken dreams. Yeah, that would be cool.
that. That's like top 10, bro.
Nah,
that
I
theme
think
song.
the most
Yeah, that and was it No More Words?
by Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
Those
just
are the
about
top
to say that.
two,
That's the most
like,
disrespectful
themes of
thing
all
from a
time.
return so far.
yeah.
They've been dropping the ball on theme songs lately.
Yeah.
Even AEW, like
I would even put both of CM Punk's theme songs up there
Oh,
for
Oscar's
Man.
theme is fire
Cult of
too.
Personality.
Cult of Personality.
Fire Bird
Literally
hard,
transcended
It
for
started a
fucking
movement.
CM Punk. But
Yeah,
this fire burns. This fire burns. Like,
it fit him
it-
perfectly.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, when you look at the two phases of Punk in WWE, each theme fit him fucking perfectly.
Yep.
Yo,
I just
And
feel
to
like
think
they just
that was
slap a bunch of
possibly
808s
gonna
on
be,
something and just go, hey, I don't know, random person, Baron Corbin. I'm just used for example.
What?
Yeah, get out there. We're just gonna put some 808s on your name and good luck. Like
Nigga,
they
what
don't,
you
because
talking
even in
about?
AEW, like some of the theme songs, man, I'm like, nah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying in general. Like they just put like kind of things. I'm not saying Baron Corbin's song is like. I just use
Nigga,
it
we
as
up
an
here
example.
talking about a goat, and you up here talking about some whack ass Baron Corbin.
You just talking about some random shit. No, but
Eat a
to-
dick, nigga.
to think about it, that
But
this
his theme
fire
song
burns.
is way worse than his old theme song. I'm talking about Drew McIntyre. Like it's not. It just, I think it's.
I feel like it fits the whole like mercenary figure of.
It
of
was better
Drew
at
McIntyre.
NXT than
Forget the
it
figure,
is
bro.
on
Just
the
put the
main
figure
roster.
But anyways, yeah, I feel like he maybe he needs to go back to NXT. I don't know.
Man,
They need to put some respect on his
He
fucking
needs to be
name. That's
brought.
what.
all I'm saying is the day that Cult of Personality drops in the WWE.
I just want to hear the and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, bro,
everybody
that's it.
will lose it.
And regardless of
That's
it's Punk
gonna
or not,
that might be
it's
the
gonna be
biggest
the
pop in
greatest
history of
moment
wrestling.
ever.
He probably
Regardless of
might
it's
get
him
a
or-
better pop than Stone Cold ever had.
Most
Oh,
definitely,
no,
because
no,
they've
no.
been
Because
chanting his
no,
name
no,
for
no, no.
years.
This
He
third, his
definitely
heel
could.
theme, that jump was hard.
Who?
Still cold. But yeah, man.
People so.
He got issues.
That's fucked up. Nah, but if you look at it, I would say both of CM Punk's themes are GOAT. Fucking Jeff Hardy. Who else? Who else did we mention?
What was the last match I was reviewing? I had to do some stuff.
What?
I said, what was the last match y'all were reviewing?
Nigga, we're done.
We
Done.
finished everything
All right,
already.
I wasn't sure. I had to.
I can tell this Rebel because you just sound retarded as hell. You just pissing me off.
So y'all
We've been talking about random shit for like
Nigga
maybe
just be
20
like-
minutes now.
Bro, I
This
was
nigga just
I
be
told you I just
existing
got
and
back
shit.
in here. I was doing something.
Nigga, what was you doing? Not getting no bitches. That's what you wasn't doing.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I should have took my bitch back home. So
Yeah, alright.
yeah,
Yeah, alright.
yeah. But we are talking about theme songs.
Yeah.
Basic
Yeah.
thugonomics, man.
Okay, here's the thing. I met John Cena during that point, and for some reason, I don't know. I feel like it's a nostalgic love for it, but Dr. Thugonomics Cena and his theme at that point,
Word life.
it's the
Thugonomics.
basic Thugonomics. But I feel like that has a special position up there. I don't know. That and then like
Top
Eddie
five.
Guerrero's theme.
Yo,
These
Edge
are
also
lies.
top 5.
And then the original fucking the original Rey Mysterio song.
You talking about the one that
Who's
came out in
that
like
jumping
2003?
out? God, oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
everybody.
Like I get that they wanted to change it because like the 619 was hard when it first came out, but like that OG theme,
That's so
hard.
yo, because you know what, that paired with he would fucking jump 20 feet into the air.
Yo, and then the pyro.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yo, that's what made it. Because when you heard the boom, that motherfucker all of a sudden was like 15 feet in the air, and you didn't realize how he got up there.
And that's what made the SmackDown fist so iconic. the nigga literally jumped damn near to the fist.
Exactly. I like, you know, obviously we know there was like, you know, you had that activated, you know, spring situation, but
Oh yeah,
when you're watching it as a kid, you're like, yo,
I can do
he
this.
fucking went 15 feet in the air and he just jumped like that?
That was
Yeah.
hard, man.
I
You know
remember when I
what?
thought
They
Sin
just
Cara
one
was
time they
actually
need to
flipping
give
into the
Brock
ring.
like literally just pyro every time he walks.
Oh, y'all know what I also peeked too? None of the bitches got pyro. Not a single bitch has pyro at
So
all.
fucking
Now,
bulls.
you know what's the
They,
but you
they
know what's the
talking about the
thing?
women's revolution. They can't even get pyro.
Now, you know what's the thing? I feel like when Becky was in her heyday, when it was like the prime, like the prime of the whole the man situation,
She should have had pyro, man.
I feel like she should have had that fucking Christian pyro that like like the,
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking shit like
Yeah,
sprinkles
most
down
definitely.
from the ceiling.
The
Yo,
Randy
when
Orton
she
shit.
I
When
love
she
that
would
shit.
like
She just start raising
raise
her
her
hands
belt,
up.
when she would just raise her belt or whatsoever, it would just fucking sprinkle down, and I think that would be perfect. But at the same time, now let's look at AEW for a quick second. You giving bitches that are not fucking important in any sort of regard pyro, like Ali. Fuck, she got pyro for. For all I know, she looks like a fucking rabbit, and she's about to gnaw my big toe off.
That's tough.
Nah, man.
I think we're gonna
Like,
end the stream at that point.
What's the next AEW pay per view?
It hasn't been announced yet.
it's not a like. I like AEW. When I watch it, AEW cool. It's just like I think I'm so ingrained into like the WWE NXT side of stuff.
Yeah, I feel
It's
that
like
way
I'm
too.
watching it.
That's a valid reason.
Yeah.
But there's people just shitting on it just to shit on it.
Nerds.
You know,
They're fucking
Like,
nerds.
I've turned there sometimes. I'll be like, yo, these niggas ugly as shit. Like, I can't get behind this shit.
But now
then, like,
here's
I'll
the
watch
thing.
They're
it.
mostly Seth Rollins stands too.
Hey, I ain't
Fuck
gonna
you.
hold you. AEW ain't got no bad bitches.
I don't. No, not really.
They ain't got no bad bitches.
Nah, Britt Baker not even that for real.
Yeah,
I mean,
and just because I know
she's-
she Adam Cole girlfriend, it just makes it even weirder.
The thing is,
Yeah.
like, she's pretty, but it's not like
She
saying,
ain't
yo,
some-
she a bad
yeah,
bitch.
like she bad. You know what I'm
She
saying?
ain't Melina, nigga. She ain't no Melina.
You know, I look at
I'ma be
Bianca
honest
Belair,
with
man.
you,
I'll be like, yeah, I need that.
I hated fucking
Slander,
Melina when she used to
slander.
start to
Okay,
scream.
Time out.
Nigga,
Time out.
Nigga,
Time out for 1 second.
Like you put that's crazy, son. You put Julian Hall in there, she the baddest one at AEW.
Hey, okay.
That's sad.
For a
That's
second,
really sad.
you almost made me really mad. I thought you were about to say Julian Hall was the baddest. And, like, I was about to get all types of disrespectful. This bitch, I'm not. Bye.
All right, so
Bro, y'all remember when
we've
the
been
King was
live for
Michelle?
damn near 3 hours, so I
Yeah,
think this is a good
goddamn.
spot to end the stream. We gave our points and everything. Overall, it was actually a good week. Of course, NXT Takeover was way better, and even on
Yeah.
WWE's main roster pay-per-view, the NXT match was still better than everything that they put on. So, final words from anybody?
Shit, man. It's your boy Mark. Follow me, Dick on Brick again. There's an L somewhere there. I don't know where I put the L at this time. But, you know, Dick on Brick.
You just
I
gonna
would
have to
save my app, but it's gonna get suspended in 3 weeks. So yeah, y'all just follow me on Instagram or something.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah. He ain't got the juice like that.
I don't have anything to say, I guess.
Well, we're gonna see y'all
Hey.
next pay-per-view. I'm gonna try to do an also weekly podcast as well for NXT and AEW. So
If you try to
stay
die,
tuned
I'll
for
be in
that.
that bitch, you heard? Oh, yo, Gusto, what's your at, bro? What, do I follow you already?
I don't think so, but it's literally this. My same name is at the Bronx Bomber Night.
Gotcha.
word.
I'm gonna hit you with the
Just
follow.
as how the name is listed on Discord and shit.
You a valid ass nigga. So,
Thank you.
So,
Valid.
without further
I've never
ado, thank
hated
y'all for coming out to the stream. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post
Valid.
notifications, and I'm out. Peace.
alright.
Peace.
Peace.